Right. Okay. Should be live. Hopefully now. I'm just gonna, as ever, just grab my phone to check. But it should be live right now. So we'll give everyone a minute and that to join. But yeah. So I'm gonna be talking about the Star Beast, which is the first of the 60th anniversary specials, and that. What I'll do is, for those who are watching afterwards, what I'll do is basically when I click play on here, because I'm gonna go like through it, and that scene, well, maybe not scene by scene, as much as I can do to basically skirt about content matches, but that'll be when I start, actually talking about the episode and that itself. So yeah, we'll give everyone a minute or two to join it. Actually, be a good idea for me. Yeah, I need a drink of water actually. Dehydrated. So yeah, and throughout the screen, let me know what you all thought of it as well. Because I'll say I've got mixed feelings about it, but it is mostly positive. But yeah, the reason I didn't do this immediately afterwards is because I've also watched Doctor Who Unleashed, which was on BBC Three immediately afterwards. And there's some things on that where I'm just like, okay. Plus it gives you a bit of a better insight into things and that as well. And I will say Doctor Who Unleashed, it was pretty good. It was a lot like Confidential, which is obviously what it's meant to be. Right. Let's see how many. Alright, so I'm gonna start talking about this now. Bugger off. Oh yeah, I need to bloody sign into it, don't I? So I can't. I'm not signed in on this. Because it's bloody signed me out. Great. Oh well, so I can't. I can't play some clips unless I got them from somewhere else. Ooh, but that would be naughty, naughty, naughty. I mean, I'm getting the Blu-ray anyway. Okay. So yeah, I just finished watching Doctor Who: The Star Beast, and basically, I did actually enjoy. You know what? What I'm gonna do actually is turn off that display. Actually, sign in, and that, and then we can. There we go. I'm signed in. Okay. We turn back on display capture. There we go. Alright, so I do have a TV license.
I've got some very exciting news for
Oh, this wasn't in the thing.
you. Welcome to the show.
Oh, that's the trailer for thingy. So yeah, let's start off with this introductory thing here with David Tennant, which is basically just, a recap of everything that happened at the end of Series 4. And I will say, where's a good shot of it? There we go. I'm gonna also mute this as well. Yeah, this this is not the first thing you want to see with the 60th is this just green screening David Tennant looking, I don't know, at space. So yeah, it was a bit of an odd thing to see a really, I don't know, poorly green screened in sort of David Tennant there. I mean, the one where he's close up here like that, if they'd just done it like that, I think it would have been fine, and that it just looks a bit weird just seeing his whole body floating in space. But yeah, in terms of a quick overall what I thought of it, I did enjoy it for the most part. However, I will say, before I get into things and we'll all go through it together here, and spoilers ahead, obviously, is this does not feel like a 60th anniversary special at all. It feels more like, it feels like basically a special to celebrate the Russell T Davies era, or particularly the end of the RTD era. It feels more of a celebration. Well, it is basically a celebration of that rather than being a 60th. There's nothing really about it that screams this is an anniversary, of Doctor Who as a whole. There's basically nothing even mentioned about, the past and that, apart from, anything that refers to basically the Donna Noble and the original, RTD era. So yeah, there's that, and yeah, that is, disappointing. The episode feels a lot like basically you've just stepped back in time into series 4. It does feel a lot like that, and that for better and for worse. But yeah, I'll quickly talk about actually the theme here. So the music during the actual opening is all right. It's all right, but during the credits at the end of the episode, they've got this people doing that, which sounds really bloody odd. Where you just kind of go but yeah, the title sequence itself, I'm gonna say this feels very, very Disney-fied. This title sequence, I'm gonna say it, like particularly shots like that. You know, I mean, may see what you like about it, and also this logo here, which just comes flying up like that. Yeah, it, I don't know. It's, the logo looks out like I do really like this logo. I do really like this logo. It just looks completely out of place in the title sequence. It doesn't match at all. Like if it was one of those things, like for example, if it was like a vortexy thing or a Starfield and it slowly appeared and like blended into it. But yeah, just having the diamond sort of fly towards you like that is just a bit odd. And also the TARDIS sort of going around the place like that. I do like these shots here and that, and then, but then when it goes out into more generic spacey wacy kind of thing, I liked it where you followed the TARDIS, throughout the whole thing, rather than just at the beginning and at the very end. But anyway, yeah. So this basically, if you are hoping about a few things, so this is basically for the most part just a recreation, a remake essentially, or an adaptation of the original Star Beast comic. So in this version, the Doctor does not know who Beat the Meep is, which the only problem with that is obviously there's been a lot of other Beat the Meep, stuff since. Particularly Beat the Meep has appeared a couple of times in Big Finish. So yeah, it's a little bit disappointing that isn't there. But to be honest, I don't mind it because the Beat the Meep story is a good one, and that. So yeah, we do have an introduction here with the 14th Doctor and Donna meeting again immediately. Hooray! The thing is, though, we get constant. I don't know why we needed that little introduction at the start, because we do get constant reminders about it. I guess because it's trying to reach a bigger audience than it ever has, and that before. But yeah, they do jump straight into it, and they also explain stuff like, for example, obviously previously the last thing we saw of Donna was them winning the lottery, well, given the lottery ticket, and Donna gave it all away. Wonder why. But yeah, it was interesting. All here we saw Unit, but we didn't see Kate Stewart at all in this one, actually. Though she is in the Giggle. She is in that one. So yeah, would be nice to see have a cameo here, and also interestingly, no Toymaker cameo either. I would have thought, obviously, the Toymaker is most likely gonna be the thing that connects the three of them together. But yeah, but yeah, no cameo on that. Nice to see Sylvia in that again. All of this, I do really enjoy. Particularly, the family dynamic here. I do actually really enjoy the dynamic here between them. You know, it's just nice and like see them again, but also the dynamic in that between them. You can tell that Catherine Tate and I've forgotten her name. I've forgotten her name, but they really do bounce off each other really well, and they all just slip into it like there's literally it's been no time at all. Okay, well, so let's see if we can get a bit of beep. There we go. Okay, so I have mixed feelings about Beep the Meep, and that's not to do with the performance or anything like that, just because the actual practical, puppeted like costume or puppeteer thing, it looks incredible. You see it on the Doctor Who Unleashed, and it looks amazing. Unfortunately, through most of Beep the Meep's appearance in this story, they've CGI'd over it, unfortunately. Some things are minor, but some things are major, and it makes it look a bit inconsistent, like that. There's a lot of times where it looks obviously fake, and it's just like, it goes to the point where it's just like, if you went to the trouble to make this really realistic looking, and fantastic looking, costume and that, it's properly puppeteered, it's got a radio controlled animatronic head and everything, you went all to that effort, and then you're just going to CGI over it. And the thing is, if you're going to do that, then what's the bloody point? What is the bloody point if you're just going to do that the whole time? So, yeah, just why? Why Beep the Meep? Why? Because it is a really good puppet and that. Unfortunately, in a lot of shots in this, it looks fake, that it's not really there, because they've CGI'd over it. Which, is a shame. It is a shame because the actual puppet itself is really. I don't mind if they did like little things like, the bits where they made the ear twitch or the eyes, but basically they CGI'd over the entire thing. Essentially, you see it in the Doctor Who Unleashed that they basically CGI'd over the entire thing. They say, "Oh, they CGI enhanced it," which basically just means they literally just CGI'd over it for the most part. So yeah, it is a shame. It's a shame because it also means all that puppeteering that was done as well was completely pointless, and you might have as well have just had it as a pure CGI creation, unfortunately, for a lot of it, because yeah, and there are times where it is pure CGI, and some bits I understand, like when you see Beep the Meep sort of run about a couple of times, I can understand bits like that, but still. Yeah, it's just a shame. It is just a shame. I do though really like. I'm not very good with names. I'm really bad with names, but Professor Sprout's performance, uh, particularly when you find out Beep the Meek's real intention. The only problem with this is though, I can see an upcoming problem here, which we'll get onto in a minute. The only problem is that basically, if you know the original comic, you know exactly what the story is going to be, because it's a very close adaptation to that in terms of, the plot and the plot and everything else. Obviously, the characters and the dialogue and everything has changed, but the plot itself is pretty much the same for the most part. Now, the sonic screwdriver. Oh dear me. I think Russell T Davies has taken the crown of basically making the sonic screwdriver way too overpowered. So we've got this bit here where the Doctor's able to basically fashion a screen and do diagnostics, and I thought that was a bit much, but then later on, where is it? Yeah, later on here, he's able to make bloody force fields. Like, actual force fields he's able to make with it. Look, he's able to make actual two walled force fields. Yes, they're not impenetrable, but literally, he does this by using his sonic screwdriver. There we go. He literally uses a sonic screwdriver here like a fucking magic wand. Like, a literal magic wand. Like, what the hell? Like, the problem is that if you make something like that, just too overpowered, then it's just like, well, why doesn't the Doctor just do this all the time? Why did the Doctor never think to do this, literally, like 5 minutes later on? Where is it? There we go. Why didn't the Doctor do this literally like 5 minutes later on in this fake court scene in a car park? Why didn't he do that then at any point? You know, there's so many instances where just like, you know, why? And God, there's also the line when they're up there where the Doctor talks about the sonic screwdriver, and rather than saying, "Oh, it's very good at opening doors," he now says, "Oh, it's very good at resonating concrete." Yeah. Do you remember the Doctor dances? Do you remember that? Do you remember how, you know, it was a difficulty and it was unsure whether the Ninth Doctor could actually resonate concrete with the sonic screwdriver? Here, no, no, no. Just point the sonic screwdriver against the wall and it'll do the job, basically. Yeah. So I just have to keep pausing it to make sure to avoid the bloody content ID farm, because no doubt BBC would love to take this down. Actually, I'll have to. Sorry, I have to pause and wait. Be live right now. Actually, yeah. Okay, should be long enough. Just drippy, drippy, drippy. Okay, they've already gone through. It was before then. But yeah, regardless, he basically just points the Sonic against the wall, in reverse against the wall, and that's basically enough to basically shatter the bricks, essentially. So yeah, I think I've the rest of the costumes and that, alien costumes and that, look great. They do look great, and I don't think there's a good shot, of them. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think they did much CGI with these. I don't think as much, for the most part, mainly because they have a less prominent role. But I thought they looked pretty good. I did think they looked pretty good. They're pretty loyal to the comic and that. The only problem is that after this scene, they basically disappear until a cameo at the end, and that they kind of just disappear, kind of thing. Which is the only thing. I can't remember whether that happens in the comic or not. But yeah, they just kind of vanish after this point. After the two of them there, which, yeah, is weird. You had this shootout literally less than 5 minutes ago, and then they're just gone. Here we go. There we go. There's evil. So, yeah, this is what I'm gonna show the talk. No. Come on. Yeah, it's bits like this. Bits like that movement just then. It just doesn't gel very well. It's not very well gel type thing for the most part. And it's just a shame because it's such a nice thing. Also, making the eyes change colour as well. With it, like, oh, we're going to show that the Meep is actually evil. Let's make the eyes literally change colour. Like, let's make the eyes, you know, change from... Ooh, come on. Let's make the eyes change, you know, from this to the evil one. Let's see if I can get it in this scene. I'm just clicking and pausing. I think this is where we get it, so I'll pause that for a second so I can... There, yeah, see? Yeah, Yeah. The rest of the CGI doesn't look too bad, actually, though. Like, the laser points. I'm glad it doesn't feel too overused, thankfully. It doesn't feel too overused in it in a lot of places, because, you know, there's a lot of bits in here that I feel like it could have just been way overused. But yeah, calling it Russell's story, it's kind of like 50% his and 50%... Like, the main story... Like, the Beat the Meep story isn't really his, but thankfully, you know, the original writers and artists of the comic are given credits and that. Then we'll come to the Dr. Donna thing. And I was wondering how are they going to get through that, because the thing is, we knew that this was going to... Basically, we knew that this was going to be reversed, which, you know, unfortunately has... As much as it is nice to see Donna and that back Catherine Tate back again. The only problem with it is that unless it is reversed at the end, which going by the end of this one, it doesn't seem like it's gonna be because it doesn't have to. But yeah, it kind of makes this Donna's sacrifice at the end of series 4 in Journey's End kind of pointless now, because we know it does eventually get reversed. The way they went about it was interesting. The fact that in this one they have it so Donna's daughter is basically absorbs half of it, so it slows the process down. But this is when we get to some very, very cringy dialogue. And there's a lot of, oh, you stupid man, we're better than you because we're woman. If you were still a woman, you'd still be like that kind of stuff. And there's a couple of bits of dialogue like that in this, and when I'm watching it, I'm just going, oh, for fuck's sake, are we going down this route again? Did Russell learn nothing during the Chris Chibnall era that people really don't like that? I mean, apparently not, because look what he did with Davros in the bloody Children in Need special. So, yeah. And in this one, they go the opposite route with the disabled unit character here, where they give her bloody bombs and rocket launchers, which is fine, but like it's just like, okay, so basically only good people are allowed in wheelchairs, and they have to be unit people and that, and they have to have all these chairs and that to compensate and that. Also, it's interesting the fact that you've got all these extra bits in your wheelchair, yet you're not the one who. If I go back to the beginning here, where is it? So she's got all these little like fancy gizmos in her wheelchair. Interestingly, though, she's got nothing that would actually be able to basically take her upstairs. Essentially, there's nothing that would take her upstairs to this point here, which is interesting because there are wheelchairs. They cost a bloody fortune, but there are wheelchairs that can do that. So it's interesting. Actually, doesn't have one of them. If she has bloody all this other gadgetry in there, but yeah, the thing is though, they literally. The way I hate about this is just how bloody easily it's resolved. In the fact that, oh, you stupid man, we can just let go. However, the problem is, if it was that easy to just let go, then why the hell did Donna not do that at the end of Series 4? Like, if she knew her mind was going to burn up with all this, knowledge and that, then why didn't she just let it go? Why didn't she just let it go? Because she knew that otherwise her mind would be wiped and that, so. Yeah, if it was that easy to just, oh, let's just let this knowledge and energy and blah 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 go, why the hell was that not a thing before? Like, surely then, oh, problem solved. We can go on travelling and that. Everything's fine. So, this is just a bloody cop-out ending here with the whole Dr. Donna thing. That is just an absolute cop-out there. Absolute cop-out ending. And it's also a chance for Russell Davies to talk down to us. So, yeah. Didn't like that. I really didn't like that. The rest of the Star Beast, like the rest of it, I did really enjoy, particularly the bit in here that in the ship where basically I should call back David Tennant is fantastic, particularly in this scene here where basically he knows that that he could save everyone, but it will most likely kill Donna, and is just killing him inside. It is just killing him inside that. And the same with Catherine Tate. Both of them just slip back in their roles. The thing is though, in the Doctor Unleashed, they talk about, oh, it's been so long since both of them played these roles. It's been 15 years. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. I mean, David Tennant obviously returned for the 50th, so that's 10 years. But then, since 2016, he's been doing at least a Big Finish every year. In fact, he did a bunch of them back in lockdown during 2020. So, yeah, he's been doing them for ages. So, yeah, of course it was easy for him to slip back into. He's been basically doing it again non-stop. And the same with Catherine Tate as well, because obviously she returning back in 2016 and that on Big Finish and that as well, yeah. It makes me worried as well that Russell T Davies seems determined to basically de-canonise Big Finish. Because I do like Big Finish being canon. I do, that's one of the few bits I've got to expanded media. I do like being canon because, obviously, out of all expanded media, I think it deserves the most to be canon. Because, obviously, unlike other bits of expanded media, you actually have, returning writers and returning actors and returning writers in some cases. Basically, returning there, so it feels more authentic that way. But yeah, I thought everyone's performance in that was pretty good in that across the board. So we have the beat the meat end of the story, and let's talk about the new TARDIS interior. Have a run around, David. Bloody hell, you can get your exercise in here. So just looking at this, I do like the new TARDIS interior. The thing is, though, I remember when we saw the leaks of this, of someone walking round the set. Initially, I said in my initial video, which most of you probably haven't seen, because it got taken down by YouTube and I got by the BBC, and I got a bloody strike on my channel because of that. Thanks very much. The thing is, at the time, I thought, oh, it's unfinished, and that I thought that it was unfinished. No, it was pretty close to being finished. It just feels a bit too barren and empty and very white. You've got the console on that in the middle here. Which, the panels on here, well, I do like the panels, they don't seem to really fit the console. And, of course, since it's the new series, we have to have some strange, wacky thing in there. So we have a bloody coffee machine. Oh, hooray. But yeah, I think it should be lit like this, to be honest. I think with this type of lighting here, during this shot here, and the darker moments, I think it looks so much better like that. I think when it's all stark white, it just looks so barren and empty. It looks basically like an IKEA flat pack that's just been assembled. It looks nice, but it just feels very, very empty. Hopefully maybe they'll add, like they did with the Capaldi's house, where they add like bookcases and other things like that, or the hat stand or anything else, or even there's no chair in this one either or anything like that. Yeah, it just feels so empty. I'm glad we've got a return of an under level and this one is large. I don't know if it's the largest TARDIS set ever made. It's either between this one and the McGann. It's between this one and the McGann. I mean, out of all the new series one, I'd still say the later Smith / Capaldi one is definitely my favourite still out of them. But I still like this one. I'll be interesting to see if they make any... Ooh, it looks disco now. If they make any changes with the Shooty Gatwa one. Yeah, multiple changing lights and that around everywhere. It is nice to see, though, actual roundels, although weirdly, they've got squares around them. Interesting. But yeah, it just, unfortunately, apart from the console looks out of place in the TARDIS, just because it looks so empty, and the TARDIS itself, the console itself, looks a bit too like cluttered. Like places like this, it looks a little bit cluttered. You've got this very clean, mostly white room that's very barren and that, and everything's and then you've got this sort of cluttered sort of console in the middle, and that of it. So it just kind of feels in that a bit, just out of place. I'll just pause it there for a moment. But yeah, overall I still do like it. I mean, it's infinitely better than the Jodie Whittaker one. Infinitely better. And I do like the fact it, again, is a 360-degree set with multiple levels and that on there. So, yeah. But also, according to the Doctor, this is the first time this TARDIS has basically changed. So it's interesting it didn't change until this moment. But yeah, some people have said, oh, Shooty Gat will have a different one. Shooty Gat was going to have this TARDIS. He will. For anyone who thinks they're just going to do another one for him, no. This set would have been far too expensive to justify just for using it, in these 3 specials. Because of, one, how brief a screen time it gets, and 2, how big it is. So, yeah. Doctor makes Donna a tea or coffee. And, where is it? Here comes the most fake throw I've ever seen. Oh yes, that was accident. That was the worst. That was the worst. Like, to be honest, it would have been more realistic if bloody Donna had, like, knocked it or tripped or something, but they should just go, oh! And just pour the whole thing like that. Yeah, that's a bit forced. That's a bit forced, and boom. Yeah. The bit in the middle, this actually reminds me quite a lot of the late 80s TARDIS, the Davison, the season, 5 Doctors through to the end of Classic Series 1, like, at the end. Does it go up and down? No. No, it's another one like, again, that Capaldi one. I do miss when it went up and down, yeah. I do like it when it goes up and down. It is just a static thing with lights. Unfortunately. In fact, the whole thing is actually pretty static. Because at least with the Capaldi one, you had the sort of rotating helicopter at the top. So, yeah, there we go. That's a real place, by the way, in the background, that place there. And off it goes. Into Wild Blue yonder. But yeah, I will say also the directing here is really good. Oh, Rachel Talalay, I have really missed you. Thank God you're back here to direct this, because, yeah, it does look great. It does look great. Honestly, this is probably the best, looking New Who has been in a long, long time. To be honest, like, nothing here looks, cheap, basically. It all looks... I mean, for those who are wondering, this was filmed... The 60th specials were filmed before the Disney Plus deal went through. So this was initially all just BBC money. But then afterwards, basically, Disney gave them money to go back and do a couple of reshoot bits to basically add some more stuff in there. And I think that might have been stuff like possibly Beep the Meeps CGI, possibly. Or maybe with the fight scenes and that earlier on, I don't know. But, yeah, overall, it has a few problems. The problem is, it just doesn't feel like a 60th anniversary special. Excuse me, I need a drink of water. But yeah, it doesn't feel like a 60th anniversary special. Unfortunately, it just feels like, oh, let's celebrate, Series 4. Which... Oh, bloody hell. I make things shake there, because I've nearly knocked over my stool. But, oh, shitty. I knocked a bunch of cassettes over. Great. But, yeah. Oh, God. But it's just like, it just doesn't feel 60th, basically. Like, the 50th anniversary itself didn't really feel like, an anniversary of Doctor Who as itself. It felt more like, oh, the new series in general. This is narrowing that gap. Pardon me, narrowing that even more to basically just being an anniversary of Series 4, basically, than anything else. Which is a shame. It is a shame that it has come to that. So, yeah. But I still did enjoy it. I still did enjoy it. And, unlike the Daleks in colour, and that which just annoyed me, I did genuinely enjoy it throughout. As I said, there were a couple of bits of dialogue in places, particularly at the end. Where is it again? Where is it? This point here. This resolution of the Dr. Donna and also the dialogue that was around it at the time. That was the thing that just made me thought, oh, for fuck's sake. So, yeah. But, yeah, there we go. There we go, it was Wild Blue Yonder. So, hooray. Ooh. That was Wild Blue Yonder, so what I'll do now is I will have a look at the chat and see what people think. Come on, load. Oh, bloody hell, we've got loads of comments here I've got to go through, alright. So, God, my throat is so dry. God, my throat is so bloody dry. Have any of you been getting this? Actually, I'll try it. I don't want to knock over these blank cassettes again. No. Oh no. Come in. Open my fridge. Open my fridge. By the way, owning a mini fridge does not turn you into a douchebag party animal. Okay, so Family Guy is wrong about that. I know, because I own one. Anyway. So, Sharpie says, I do not like how the logo comes into it. Same here, otherwise... Nope, lost my place. Otherwise, I do quite like the classic. I mean, I don't hate it. I will say, again, it's better than the Whittaker one, which... The Whittaker one was kind of the opposite, where kind of nothing was happening, whereas this, it just feels like it's like basically trying to shove as many things in at once, and it's deliberately trying to look impressive. I mean, it is, but like, I like the vortex and that, but it feels like it's deliberately trying to impress you with something like, haha, look at this, oh, look how good that is, isn't it? You know, and I think, so I just like the more simplified look. I think it looks, of the TARDIS just travelling through a vortex and that, I think it looks, stuff like that just looks a little bit more elegant, in my opinion. DW Boy 14 wasn't a fan of the non-binary cop-out, but the rest of the episode, yeah. Oh god, I've forgotten about that, like, Jesus Christ, yeah. Oh god, yeah, as I said, there's bits of cringy dialogue in there that just makes you go, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, Russell T Davis says he wants to normalise things like that. The thing is, shall I tell you how you normalise stuff like that? Is by basically, you don't draw attention to it, and you don't basically treat it as anything different. You don't treat it as, oh, look, it's, it's special and everything like that. No. You just treat it like anything else, and then people just, move on. And and just treat it as normal. That's the thing you've got to do. If you want something to be treated as normal, you don't make a big deal out of it. Because anytime you make a big deal out of anything, no matter what it is, it then becomes a big deal itself. So, yeah. Hello, the general. I can't read the rest of that. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Hello. I think the first special for the 60th anniversary was good, but not really great. I just like something. Yeah, yeah. As I said, it's not amazing. It kind of, it feels like basically a regular. It feels like a Russell T Davies series opener. Like basically, if Russell T Davies, was to do basically another series and that with David Tennant and Catherine Tate, it could open like that and just be exactly the same. And that's essentially, what this is essentially. Forbem says you're going to get a copyright. Well, I'm wrong. Well, yeah, possibly the BBC. Mind the stream is still up. Let me just check. Is that up? Let me just check, is it? Oh no! Fucking adverts. Is it still up? Let me just check, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. So, yeah, the stream is still up, so I haven't taken it down. I was worried there for a second. So some of the other comments have disappeared. I don't know why. Why have some of the comments suddenly disappeared? Jay Cassiel? Cassiel? I don't know. Says that it was great. Tennant was great as always. Oh, here we go. If you're one of those people who uses the word W in the word I'm leaving, oh my god, you're still on that. The thing is, Jay, you say you're leaving, yet you continue to fucking comment God knows how many times. The thing is, if you have a problem with my opinion and my video or live stream in general, why the fuck do you stick around? Like, you know what I do if I see a YouTube video I don't like, or for whatever reason? I stop watching it. There you go. If you don't like it, then please just fuck off by all means. Because I can't be asked to deal with you. Though, be honest, if you're sticking around and gonna comment like that, please go, because it's so entertaining to see people like you go down this bloody rabbit hole if you're one of the people who I think is, because I think I've worked out people like Russell T Davies, their mindset is not like a normal person's mindset. Because people like him and Russell T Davies and that, Russell T Davies and Chris Chibnall, their mindset is to look for things that are offensive, basically. Like, their mindset is to say, oh, something has to be offensive here. Something has to be. Like, as I said with Davros, no one ever thought Davros was offensive for being in a wheelchair. And technically, he's not. He's not. He's in a Mark 1 travel machine. Of course, you never see any wheels anyway. I remember sometimes my granny used to pretend to be Davros. So did I, in her wheelchair. Yeah, my late granny. She would have been fucking furious and fuming, to be basically treated like that. Just say, oh, you can't handle that. You can't handle, people, being that evil that are in wheelchairs. No, we can't portray that. Yeah. It's basically just the opposite the other way, basically. It's like, for example, take a look at the bloody Disney Snow White bloody remake. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a rabbit hole in its own, which I'll go into sometime. Hello, greetings from Poland. Hello. Yeah, I'm assuming since you're in Poland, you either watched it on Disney Plus, or you were very naughty and you pirated it from somewhere. Or possibly someone maybe gave you access to their BBC iPlayer, which might work over there if you are accessing someone else's account, possibly. Because I know when I've been on holiday in the past abroad, I was still able to use BBC iPlayer through the app. So, yeah. I don't know if that is still the case or not, I don't know. I just watched the live broadcast. And I do have the Blu-ray pre-ordered. Annoyingly, no 4K Blu-ray, yeah. Although I haven't seen this in 4K. I don't even know if it has a 4K master, actually, a true 4K master. Or whether it is just an upscale, I don't know. I'll have to do some digging. Pardon me, it probably is. I'm hoping it is. But yeah, I'm hoping also is that annoyingly, if you want to watch this with Dolby Vision, I don't think you can unless you watch it on Disney Plus. But I'm gonna check that out right now. I'm gonna turn on my TV and check that out because unfortunately, iPlayer will not let you do that through the web browser. So basically, you're gonna have to trust me, bro, while I just check on my TV because it can play it and that it only works through the app. So let's have a look. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I thought so. So basically, if you watch this on BBC iPlayer in the UK, you are only getting HDR HLG. But apparently, if you watch this on Disney Plus, you get Dolby Vision. Though it is most likely it's Disney Plus. It'll be fake Dolby Vision, basically. Unfortunately, so yeah. But since it is on Disney Plus, I'm hoping to be able to pirate that version just to get a 4K rip of it. Like basically a clean 4K rip. Because I could pirate it from iPlayer right now if I wanted to. But that would max me out at 1080p. Plus I'd have the BBC logo on the corner. So yeah, hopefully that becomes a thing. But as I said, I pre-ordered the Blu-ray Steelbook and that for it, which, by the way, has disappointing artwork on it. Yeah. I mean, it's not horrible, it's just kind of thing. And also it's annoying how on that, at least at the time of recording, because there could reportedly more special features have been added than were initially listed, but no mention of the children in need on there and that. Also, if you watch Doctor Who Bargain Hunt, we might go into that in a minute. God, that was not a Doctor Who special, a bloody bargain hunt. It was just Bargain Hunt that just, happened to say it was a Doctor Who special. Oh, God. Jay, you seem to be the one saying woke, woke, woke over and over again, not me. You're claiming I'm saying this over and over again and that, but you're the one saying it, not me, in the screen. For the most part, I'm just saying what I think, but not using that particular word. DW Boy says, your comments are more cringe than the episodes, G. And he's not fucking wrong. Actually, I don't know. It's more cringy watching it in Doctor Who, actually. Actually, what's worse, hearing a real person say that, or hearing it on TV, but knowing it was also written by a real person. Inspirational arise. The comedy element started well, but the descent onto full woke lecturing and token woke tropes saw it downhill dramatically. Uber cringy, hopefully a one-off and it gets better. Not for these, I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting to see what Wild Blue Yonder is because, yeah, we'll see. It's also interesting, I want there to be a Dalek cameo in there. And I know people are saying, it's just the Daleks, they don't have to be in it. They do, though! they are basically they are basically vital to Doctor Who. If the Daleks hadn't have been a thing, Doctor Who would not be where it is now. It wouldn't. So yeah, they are vital to it. Even if it's just a quick one-off, you know, cameo and that, just having them in there. Now in the episode we do have the an exterminate sound bite playing over what I think is meant to be a Dalek mutant. Sort of like cuddly toy type thing. But yeah. Oh dear. But yeah, it is a shit. It is a shit because, like, you know, I mean, basically, I remember in the making of documentary for the Five Doctors, it was Terence Dix who said, "You've got to have a Dalek in there. They are vitally important. You know, you've got to have a Dalek. It's the 20th anniversary special. You've got to have a Dalek in there because they wanted to get rid of that scene." But Terence Dix fought for that, and thank God he did, because we wouldn't have the Death Zone Dalek. We wouldn't have the Death Zone Dalek, which is actually sitting beside me, actually. Yeah. Well, for how much longer? For how much longer? Sorry, the chat just keeps jumping around. So you're the one blocking. How is Jay able to block people? I haven't set him as a bloody moderator. How is he able to bloody block people? Hang on. There we go. There we go. I've put him in a. I put Jay in a timeout. I don't know how he's able to, because I haven't set him as a moderator on this chat. But yeah, that's why all these comics are bloody disappearing, because apparently he's deleting them. I don't know how he is. I don't know how bloody he's doing it, because no, you're not supposed to be able to delete other people's comments unless you're a moderator of the chat. And I've got it set so I'm the only one who's moderating the chat, because I don't like to remove people's comments. I like everyone to be able to comment what they want. But unfortunately, you've forced my hand, Jay, because I'm not having other people, you know, just censor my live stream. You know, if you're doing your own live stream, do whatever the fuck you want, but you're not censoring mine anymore. So yeah, I've put him in block. I've put him in for half an hour, see if he learns his lesson. If he comes back and he's just like same, then bang, you're just gone, because I can't be asked to deal with you. And that if you're gonna, you know, stop other people having the right from saying what they think, then I say that, you know, you don't deserve it. Then. Cyber FM says Ian Levine is a sexy individual. Oh, Ian Levine is very many things. He is very many things, and oh boy, I could do an entire live stream just talking about Ian Levine. Actually, I'm curious. I'm curious now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go to X. Why am I not signed in? Why have I been signed out of everything? Is it because I've recently done a Windows update? Hang on. Is it because I've recently done a Windows update? The fuck? Fine then. We're not going on that. Fine. You know. You know. Oh, fuck. Why can't I bloody just read some tweets without being bloody signed in? I want to know what Ian Levine said. There we go. Bugger off. You know, okay, I'll have to get up on my phone. I'll have to get this up on my phone. Fine. I want to know what Ian Levine actually said about the episode. I'm interested. So I'm going to search for him. Fuck, I can't bloody find which one's his. Where is it? Oh, well, we'll sort that out later. I just went on a tangent for nothing. Great. Great, that was bloody useful. Do you like the underbelly of the TARDIS? Says DW Boy 14. I like the room, but not keen on the console, says Cyber FM. The colour was probably different. Cyber FM says woke is such a verging statement. Tom K says Doctor is dead. Look at all the people defending the woke TV show. Cyber FM says Ian Levine's penis is divine. Okay. Transmogrifier, I think. The funny scene is that the Doctor becomes the judge and confesses the wrath of the warriors and beat them in. See, Happy 60th as Cyber FM. Daleks in colour was okay, but the music was awful and lame-o. It was more than just the music. The bloody editing. God, the editing couldn't bloody get by it. It was terrible. Cyber FM says the next Doctor will be in a wheelchair, guaranteed. Yeah, it's meeping time, says the General. Harris 1234E. Did you see the Agman cameo in the shed? Agman? No. Not sure what you're on about there. Cyber FM says, my goldfish is in a wheelchair. I find this chat offensive. Harris says, did you assume 6-sex pronouns? Gee. Oh no. The thing is, though, actually, I've experience with this, with someone calling me the incorrect pronouns. Because when I was younger, when I was, I'm going to say between 11 and 14, I had really long hair. I had really long blonde hair that basically went down to my shoulders, almost, just about. And the thing is, people would get confused whether people thought I was a girl. And also me having a higher pitched voice at the time didn't help. Because obviously, you're a kid at the time. So yeah, the thing is though, I wouldn't, basically, try to bloody dox people and that, get them fired from jobs or get them arrested and that. I would just say, no, I'm a boy. Or, well, now I would say I'm a man. And that would be the end of it. Simple as. And if it was someone who would just not accept me in that, then, they can fuck off, basically. Essentially. I mean, that's just me. That is just me. So, yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Some of the CGI in the... Oh, chat bloody jumped during that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fuck. David Granick says, great review, thank you. Bean the Kang says hello. Hello, but in German. I'm assuming you're from Germany then? Otherwise, it's really weird. I don't get, you're being toxic. Yeah, it's weird, that double standards. Anyway, the Doctor 11 says some of the CGI in the Pacific visor in the wheelchair and the CGI in Ian Levine, yeah. Ian Levine should be Davros. Yeah. What are Philip Hinchcliffe's pronunciations? Yeah. Oh, this is a long bloody username. Moonlight Mirage Productions 2150 AD. Haven't seen it yet. Yeah, you should go off this stream and go see it because I mean, I've talked about spoilers and that already, and that. I mean, for the most part, if you've seen the original comic that this is based off, you know exactly what the plot is. So yeah, go back and then watch this stream afterwards. Hinny says, Sixek, what do you say is the best colour paradigm? It's it's between the white Supreme and the red Drone. Yeah. Though, with the red Drone and that, I do prefer the more metallic finished ones. Harris123 says, do you think KSI should be the 16th Doctor? Well, I don't watch KSI, so I don't know. I've got no idea, so I can't really see anything there. No. Tell you what, though. I'm gonna call a couple of friends of mine. And, yeah, let's get them on the stream, hopefully, maybe we'll have a bit of a chat. Can I put you on the live stream? I hung up. They hung up. They know I'm on the live stream. They just like they hung up as soon as I said that. Oh dear. Yeah. What a shame. Let's talk about though, because I talked about this for three hours nearly. Well, it wasn't just this, but I talked about this for bloody ages with my friends yesterday. But yeah, who watched the Doctor Who Bargain Hunt special? Here it is. Because oh boy, I've got things to say about this.
I'm the Doctor.
No, mute. So, we've got this little intro bit here with the host. I forget his name because I don't watch Bargain Hunt. Vaguely dressed as Sylvester McCoy, and oh no! Whenever they show any clips of actual classic Doctor in this episode, it's stretched to 16:9. Oh no! Now keep a look at this merchandise because it'll be important later. And when I say later, I do mean much later. I've got loads of stuff here. Now this is a proper Doctor Who fan, a proper collector. And you know it is. You know it's a mad collector when it's all organised chaos. Because I had a person actually comment on one of my videos the other day, basically complaining about basically the backdrop behind me, my bed, my bottom bunk behind me, because of all the Daleks and that are piled up on there. Because if you don't know, not just there, but in the garage and in the loft is where the majority of my Doctor Who collection is. Because I've got that much of it, unfortunately, and I'm only in a very small room, I don't have the space to basically put it all on display. And he tried to claim that I am not a proper Doctor Who fan, and I am basically, there is 0 point in me buying any Doctor Who stuff, because if you can't put it on display, there's no point. The thing is though, like, if you put it on display, it's still just sitting there. Plus, the stuff I do put into storage doesn't permanently remain in there. Sometimes I do take it, bits and stuff out now and again, but a long time it just has to go into storage because there's zero room for it, unfortunately. So yeah, I try to keep as much out as I can. I mean, at the moment I've got all the B&M sets, all the B&M Dalek sets plus some TARDISes and that came out this year because I bought multiple Dalek sets. All of them are still out, amazingly. Normally I would have put them back in storage by now, but now they're all out. But anyway, thought I'd mention that. But yeah, this is like organised chaos, which, yeah, is what it is. And then you've got this opening with a fake looking TARDIS here and a Dalek with, we'll get onto in a minute. Oh, look, it's the character options toy. And it's not a very good voice. It's not the worst, but it is bad. Let's play the voice. Let's play the.
It's happening!
It's one of those like soundbox ones, but yeah. Now, what would you expect from a Doctor Who bargain hunt? You know, some Doctor Who fans and that's maybe going round some collector's shop or market stalls or something, trying to find either Pacific Doctor Who items or just trying to find, you know, Doctor Who items for the best price. Is that what you're thinking? You know, get some hardcore Doctor Who fans and that who know about merchandise and everything like that? Well, if you thought that, you're fucking wrong. Unfortunately, yeah. Basically, both of these teams, this team, the blue team and the red team, yeah, they're just looking for regular antiques. Yes, regular antiques. And if we go to the end, where is it? If we go to the end here, well, we have a look at the items. Come on. Can we go back? Basically, they end up with a bloody shoehorn, and the red team, where is it? Where they get it? No, not there. Where do they find it? Yeah, the blue team end up with this pub sign as well. They end up with this pub sign, but I think this is this bit. So yeah, they find a shoehorn, a silver shoehorn, which they say, oh, that's like Doctor Who because it's silver made in Sheffield, so that's like Jodie Whittaker's sonic screwdriver. That is their Doctor Who connection to things. Why the fuck have they got these? The thing is though, these are not proper Doctor Who fans. These are basically casual new series fans. These are more casual new series fans. They are not major Doctor Who fans, either of them. I can never seem to get the bloody blue team up. It's always the red team. Always the bloody... Where is the... There we go. Yeah, these people are not true Doctor Who, like proper Doctor Who fans. For example, at the beginning of the episode, the very beginning, they were both asked to bring in something, you know, from their Doctor Who collection. Now, there are two ways to basically bring a piece of merchandise or something in from your Doctor Who. Bring something in from your Doctor Who collection. Now, if we limit it to just merchandise, stuff people can buy, and me and my two friends were talking about this, what would you bring? Because there's two routes you could go down. You could either basically bringing the rarest or most valuable thing in your collection, or you could bring in something that has either a story behind it or has sentimental value to you. So for me, if I was to bring one of the rarest things in, I would probably bring in one of my 3 3/4 inch prototype figures. Pardon me, as one of the rarest things I own. However, if it was something, I'd be reluctant to do that. If I was to bring in something meaningful to me, I would probably bring the Mutant Reveal Dalek, both a one in box and a loose one as well, because that is something I grew up with. It meant a lot to me as a kid, and that I played with them. I had a few of them as a kid. I played with them constantly, and it was just a cool little thing to see. They have the mutant inside with the Mutant Reveal, which is something Al-Jawar could do. That is possible. Basically, all he would have to do is make basically a new front section for the newer sculpt, and possibly a new mutant to fit in, but it would be possible to do it with that. So yeah, shame it hasn't. But anyway, so there's that. Let's have a look, see what these people have brought in. So the blue team. This is a broken 12-inch character options Dalek. There's a 12-inch radio controlled character options Dalek, which these people say, this is a Dalek. This is a Dalek toy from no, they didn't even say toy. Actually, they said this is a Dalek from 2006, which either means they don't know that Doctor Who actually came back in 2005, not 2006, or that is just when they bought the toy and assumed that's when it came out. Now, there are a couple of things with this. The initial character options 12-inch radio controlled Dalek did actually come out in 2005, but was then later basically recalled from stores. And I remember, because myself, after literally I think it was on Boxing Day, went back into Phoenix, and there was a queue of people with these Daleks, because unfortunately they were all broken, because they made a really bad design flaw on them, in that with the original release, the eye stalk and the dome lights were just glued on and were not removable. The thing is, they were barely glued on, and the problem is, with the plastic round the dome, it was nearly impossible to get them off without the dome basically breaking the eye off. And we took it back. I was able to get another one. Same thing happened with that one. Then I got a third one. Was able to open that one successfully without the eye dropping off. But then the eye did eventually drop off, because basically, with it vibrating as it moved, that was enough to basically make the eye drop off. So it was then recalled and discontinued. It was then later brought back in 2006. And basically, they had replaced the dome lights, and the eye stalk were now removable. Now, it was either released at the same time, or I think it was released just after, if I remember rightly. It was released not long after the radio-controlled Dalek Sec came out. It was closer to 2007, really. Because I remember for Easter that year, I think it was Easter 2007, it must have been, I really wanted, a bronze radio-controlled Dalek again, because I had the Dalek Sec with the removable eye and the removable dome light, and couldn't find it anywhere. And I remember, my mum said, you can have, because in my family, I don't know if your families do this, but for me, they say, you can either have Easter eggs or like one present, and I always chose to have a present, and that, because I'd rather have that than chocolate anyway. But basically, I've told this story before, but what happened is basically just happened to be in John Lewis in the toy department, which, by the way, I went in the toy department yesterday in John Lewis, and oh god, it's a SAG thing now. It's barely a toy department now. But anyway, I was in there, and they had it. They had it, and with a sticker on the box saying dome lights and basically dome lights and eye stalks removable. Actually, I think it said ears and eye removable, I think, if I remember rightly. But regardless, I was just like, oh, great. The thing is, it was £40. £40. Which, yeah, that was way too much. Like, basically, £20 was my limit. So, yeah, my mum said no. No. So, I remember looking in the Toys R Us catalogue. Remember looking in catalogues? Remember Toys R Us? And I saw the K9, the 12-inch K9. And I thought, oh, well, I'll have that for Christmas instead then. Christmas? Easter instead. I'll have that for Easter. But, yeah, basically, I stayed the night at my nana and granddad's house and that the night before. And then my parents and that were going to be picking me up the next day. And I saw them bring out a box out of the car, a brown box. And next thing I thought, ooh, it's the K9. And then I opened it. It wasn't the K9. It was the Dalek. It was the 12-inch. My mum had got me that. She had got me that. And I was utterly thrilled. And the thing is, I got some Easter money off some other family members and that. I got some Easter money off some other family members. So I had £20. So I was able then, I think, the next day I went to Toys R Us and got the K9 as well. So I ended up with both. But anyway, so how do I know this is broken? Basically, the eye stalk should not be looking down like that when it's straight ahead. That's normally when basically the dome is basically broken off its pivot or has gotten caught underneath it. So yeah, they do say they use it to frighten their cat, but I don't know if it actually still works. But yeah, those things are common as hell. And that. So there's that. But let's have a look to see what the red team brought in. Come on, I want to get they have a close-up of it in a minute. Or have they gone past the close-up? Yeah, I think they've gone past that, so... Ooh, come on. They show a close-up in a minute, I swear. I'm going to have to wait, unfortunately, because otherwise there'll be too much content at once. There it is. So yeah, they go on to say, oh, it's limited. It's a limited edition Doctor Who watch. They don't mention it's a regeneration watch where it turns from David Tennant to Matt Smith, but these are not. They are not rare at all. They act like it's the bloody rarest thing. They are not. And apparently, my friend said someone was actually selling these for £5 each on eBay at one point because the batteries in them were dead. Which, by the way, if you know how to change your watch battery, that's easily resolved. And because of the way the box is, being cardboard, nice and resealable, so you could do that easily. I mean, I would just take the battery out and just leave it in there like that. But yeah, out of all the things to bring, it's like, yeah, no, that would not be it. But anyway... Also, there's another part later on where the one and only bit of Doctor Who merchandise in this entire market stall is found. Oh, there it is. Right. So there we go. So, does anyone recognise what this is? So this is a 1975 Palatoy Dalek. This is a 1975 talking Palatoy Dalek that was released in 1975. Now, it is missing its gun, plunger, and eye stalk, but you can either get 3D printed replacements or even moulded replacements made from the originals and that people sell on eBay. That's what I've actually got on a couple of my ones that were either broken or missing them. But yeah, I've done reviews on that many times. So yeah, it is... it's not a rare item, but they can fetch a hefty price and that. But, yeah. The thing is, this guy here says, oh, it's a Dalek from the Peter Cushing films, or maybe from the fourth Doctor. Because they don't seem to know they don't seem to know the Doctor's names, many of them, because yeah, they just go, oh, that's Doctor Seven, and that's what they talk like. So yeah, he knows nothing. I think they also both assume that it's a newer product as well. They don't seem to realise it's a product from bloody 1975. The thing is, though, none of them, at least not in the footage shown, none of them tried to press the bloody button on the top. None of them realise it's a bloody talking Dalek. Neither of them, like literally, there's a button right there, and neither of them press it. She's holding the battery compartment almost there. Just like, yeah, it is a shame because the things that they chose, spoiler alert, but they basically, they didn't even consider buying it. They literally put it back, they literally just spot and go, oh, look at this. They weren't considering buying it because they immediately put it back down. They don't even discuss buying it, to sell at auction. Because in their heads, they think it isn't worth anything. They genuinely think they seem to think it's not actually worth anything. I mean, I think it was the blue team who picked bloody glass bottles. But if we go to... Where is it? The red team here. Yeah, the red team made a loss of £25. They made a loss of £25. Oh dear. Because they had no idea what they were buying. The thing is, though, like, that Dalek could have easily, like, at an auction site, that could have easily sold if they knew what it was and it had a proper description and everything. Then, even without the eye stalk and the gun and that could have easily sold for £50 to £70. Easily sold for that much. If it did have, the gun, the eye, and the plunger, then at auction, I would expect, an auction house, maybe, £70 upwards, possibly, if it was working and that, and they got some, yeah, but yeah, they were just both, like, not just the reds, but also the blues and that as well. They were both completely, like, they didn't know anything about Doctor Who merchandise. They didn't know a lot about Doctor Who to begin with. But, they also knew, so they knew nothing about antiques, so that wouldn't help them. They didn't know anything really about Doctor Who merchandise. And that, so yeah, it failed on all fronts. The one positive to the bargain hunt, which is the only reason why you should watch it, is for this interview here. This interview section here, which you can see is like 25 minutes, 25 seconds. So, I forget his name again. I always forget his name. But, yeah, this man here owns... Where is it? So I guess I have to keep pausing because it shows it. There we go. So this, if you didn't know, this is Dalek 17. So basically the MiG section of this Dalek, the MiG section, dates back to the original Dalek prop. One of the... Like, not just one of the originals, but what is also assumed to be the first ever one made. So, yeah, basically the shoulder section there dates back to that. And the skirt and that bits and pieces do, because Dalek swap parts, if you didn't know, the reason it's called Dalek 17 is because basically half of this the top half of this Dalek, and that is categorized as Dalek 1, and the skirt section is from Dalek 7, basically. But obviously bits and that have been changed and that over the years. But yeah, this was restored to how it looked in its final appearance, which is in remembrance of the Daleks. So yeah. But yeah, there it is, looking nice as ever. The Cyberman, the costume is original, though the head and the chest unit are replicas. The Davros is a replica. That Tombstone head is replica, and you've got some other bits there. But yeah, this is the only bit worth watching. That is the only bit that I say, yep, that's, makes it a Doctor Who special. Excuse me. Everything else about this, it's just regular bloody bargain hunt. Everything else is regular bargain hunt. So I don't know what makes it bloody a Doctor Who special. I honestly don't. Yeah, I probably lost half the chat there because I kind of went on a tangent there for a bit. So yeah, sorry to people who are just like, what the fuck's going on there? But yeah, I guess I go on a tangent there. Anyway, back to the chat. So, K Rock Wong says, did the last Doctor regenerate? If they did, David Tennant is going to be here for a while. Well, yes. The thing is, though, this does not take place immediately after. Basically, there is a Doctor Who comic called Liberation of the Daleks, which is, according to Russell T Davies, is the only comic that is canon to the 60th anniversary, which features the 14th Doctor. So this is not the 14th Doctor's first outing. So there, another drink of water. Sorry, talking for this long, bloody my throat gets so dry. Anyway, Harris 1S1234A says, have you heard the numerous rumours of Nigel Garrick being cast as the Master? To be honest, like, I don't, unless rumours generally have any proper concrete evidence to them, I generally, a lot of the time I just try to avoid them. Because it's just like, yeah, but to be honest, I'm not really bothered. Half the time. Sorry, Nigel Farage. Okay. I was going to say, like, because I wasn't sure who Nigel Garrick was, and I thought, is that an actor or someone? It's like, Nigel Farage. Oh, that would be bloody hilarious. Cyber FM says Boris Johnson is casted as the next cyber leader. I've heard, yes. Oh, well, it'll be entertaining at least. Dalek Renwick says, what are your thoughts on the fan animation inflammation of the Daleks? Well, I'm interested to see. Their next one, actually, they put a trailer up for their next one. Yeah. Now, the only thing I'll say with their animation is they tend to have the thing with the classic Daleks where on the Imperials they had the head bobbling a lot, which they do. But that was mainly the Supreme Dalek. That's because, basically, the Supreme Dalek, in remembrance of the Daleks, the Renegade Supreme, the reason the head bobbled so much is because basically the actor inside was very enthusiastic and wobbled the head quite a bit. And there's an outtake where they wobbled it so much that the head came off of its pivot. That wasn't really the case with the Imperials. So yeah, they shouldn't. That was the one thing. That was the one thing that just went. Do you say the dome shouldn't bobble around like that? Yeah. Oh dear. The two people, by the way, who I tried to get on the thing now, so we could have a three-way conversation. They said we both want to join, but we're shite bags. The thing is, though, so am I, so they would fit right at home here. Anyway, so yeah. Lampshade Collector. Beat the Meep was a mediocre villain. Yeah, and also the line I forgot to talk about the line at the end saying that's what what's it like? The thing is, like, it's obvious that the Beat Me Meep is talking about the toy maker, and if it's not the toy maker, who the fuck is it? But it's pretty obvious that yeah, it's the toy maker that Beat the Meep is talking about. Shiny Wedge, do you reckon that they might retool the Imperial MiG section and the rims and then the gun boxes? And I think, oh, right. What I'll say is, do not predict anything with Alduar because basically, Alduar, what he does is he deliberately does stuff right out of the like. You can't predict what he does because he deliberately does things that doesn't make any fucking sense. Like he doesn't go in order. Like for example, I always bring up this example, but basically, a couple of years back, actually it might be more now, there was the leak of the I think it was the Castrovalva TARDIS. Excuse me. It was either from Castrovalva or the Visitation, and it was leaked. Basically, the information about it was leaked. That was a TARDIS set coming out at B&M. So what Alduar did is he changed the name and said that, like, the set itself remained exactly the same, but he said, oh no, it's not from the Visitation, it's from Castrovalva actually. Or I might have got them the wrong way around. Because either way, the set itself was exactly the same. Instead, he just changed what story it was apparently from, even though it would be the same set regardless. So yeah, that's how petty it can be. But there's no excuse not to. There's no excuse not to. So yeah, to be honest, I won't be mad as long. I won't be too mad. The things I want him to do on the Imperial Dark is remove the mesh around the slats. And get the bloody eye right. Like the eye, right? Don't change the sculpt again, because you'll fuck it up. Like the Imperial Dalek eye sculpt is fine. It's fine. Leave it alone. It's perfectly fine. Okay? Just have it... Either do it in silver. You know, just do it in silver, generally. Actually, do it in the same sort of silver you've done the Renegades in this year. If you do that, perfectly happy with it. Perfectly happy with it. Job's a gun. He won't though, because he'll fuck it up some way, because he always seems to. Well, almost always. It's a bloody miracle when he doesn't. Dalek Final 5 says he didn't like it. Felt it was trying to be a finale instead of a setup. I didn't feel like it was trying to be a finale. It felt like more like it was trying to be a series opener. It felt like more like a series opener, but not as a 60th anniversary, just as like a general series, you know. Cyber FM says I got that Dalek in 2005 for Christmas. 2 loved so much. First episode I ever saw was Dalek 2. Cyber FM says Ian Levine Hunt was a better show. Cyber FM says people only buy them on these shows to make profits, so they won't sell at full price. Cyber FM says, what's your opinion on my dead cat? Sorry for your loss. I haven't really much else to say because I never knew your cat, I never knew you, so I can't really feel much emotion. I'd feel more if it was... I'll be honest, I'll feel more if it was a dog. Because I'm a dog person myself, because I've got a dog named Bobby. I absolutely love him a bit. And believe me, dogs get you through the worst of times, because he's been helping me get through the shit I've been going through recently. Harris1234A says, you think the next episode of the specials is going to feature Sam Hussein's weapons of mass destruction? I don't know. Also, the Wrath Warriors are related to the Monsters in Dreamland. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dreamland is not on that Series 1 to 4 box set. So apparently it doesn't exist anymore. Apparently it doesn't exist anymore, so yay. Or nay. Well, it doesn't matter because I've got it on Blu-ray. In fact, I've got it ripped as MP4. But don't worry if you don't, because there's this program you can get. It's called Soulseek. Yeah, and you can download the naughties from here. As you can see, people have been downloading from me. These are people that have downloaded. Wow, quite a few big finishes from me. So yeah, but it also means I'm able to get stuff from other people on that as well. It's also a good way of making a backup, which means if I ever lose my stuff, I can then just download it off the people who downloaded it off me. Free backups. Now, if you excuse me for a couple of minutes, because I've drank too much water, so I need to take a piss. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I am back. Actually, something shocking happened this morning. I went downstairs this morning to take Bobby out, my dog, and my brother, who, used to be really into Doctor Who, used to collect the merchandise as well, all the way up until, a year or so ago where he stopped. Because by that point he was only buying it, one, out of habit, and two, because, he thinks it's going to be worth money. When not all of it is. But anyway, I haven't seen him watch or seem any interesting to Doctor Who for years now. And I walked downstairs this morning, and he was watching episode 3 of The Deadly Assassin on BritBox, which I was very shocked about. I was just like, you're watching The Deadly Assassin? And the thing is, my second response was, that's also on iPlayer. My third response was, I've got the Blu-ray of that, which will be in, better quality, it'll be better bitrate and that's in newer restoration. Yeah, that's what. Oh no, that's just what went through my head and that at the time. So yeah, I thought that was a weird thing. Cyber FM says, "What breed is your dog?" It is a basically he's a Bichon. He's mainly can't talk. This is what I'm. He's a Bichon Jacapoo. Basically, his dad was a purebred Bichon, and his mum was a Jacapoo. Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna see. Let's try calling my friends again. Let's see if I can get them on the call, because I would like to. I wish these calls, I would really love to be able to record them or live stream them, because honestly, the stuff we talk about in these and that would make great. Okay, can you go on the stream, like just as audio? Can you go on the stream? Can I put you on the screen so people can hear you? Okay, just give me a second. They said yes. They said yes, people. So what I'm going to do is switch it over to here. There we go. Oh, I'm going to. Right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to double check to make sure the stream can still hear me. My voice seems to be coming through. Okay. Right. just say something just to make sure it's coming through.
Meep meep.
Right. Okay, so it's all coming through. Great. So, what did you think of the episode, Tom?
Well, it felt like I was watching Doctor Who again.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, there were moments that I really liked, but there were a few that made me kind of groan.
I mean, that ending at the end, God, where the bloody talk down to the 14th Doctor going, oh, because you're a
Yeah,
man, if you were still a woman, you'd understand. But
I
you're so
think
stupid because you're a
I
man.
I think they should have had to be more referencing that you don't understand because you're a full Time Lord and not part human.
Yeah, like that's what they did initially.
Yeah,
But
that's
now
what
it's
it
just like,
should
oh,
be.
because you're a man. Also, the point I pointed out is if it was that easy to just let go of the energy and then it's over, let go of the energy and the knowledge, why the fuck did Donna not do that in the first place? Why did she not do that in Journey's End?
I don't know. Guessing it was never really thought of at the time.
Well, no, it's because that would have been a cop out. That would have been a cop out, and it is a cop out.
Yeah, fair enough.
It is just a cop out. Also,
Now it just kind of weakens the ending to Journey's End.
yeah, I mean, it was going to anyway because we all knew the memory loss was going to be undone.
Yeah.
We all knew that was going to be undone. But, you know, to have Catherine Tate and David, like, I'd take it for that, to particularly have Catherine Tate back.
Yeah.
On screen, I mean. Because obviously, we still hear her to this day on Big Finish.
Huzzah!
Like, yeah, it seems like RTD's, like, determined to decanonize Big Finish as much as he can.
For most of it, not all of it.
Well, Bix and that just like, they say, oh, I want to do that since Big Finish did that. But the thing is, the thing that annoyed me, and I mentioned it before on the screen, Beep the Meep, if you watch Doctor Unleashed, you see it's a fantastic, you know, puppeted costume. It looks great. It's got a animatronic head and everything. And
Oh
then
yeah,
they say,
definitely.
oh, we CGI'd over it. Well, no, they say we CGI'd enhance it, which basically means they CGI'd over the entire thing. So it's just like, why the fuck did you do that? You had this brilliant costume and you just decided to CGI over the top of it. So it looks shitter. It just looks more fake as a result.
And that's everyone's issue that they had with the recent Jurassic Park movies.
That's the same with the 2011 Thing movie and that as well. Like, oh, these are like it's just
The
such a shame.
problem with the Thing remake is that they just so I felt like they just removed everything that was practical and just replaced it with a shitty
Yeah, but the thing is,
PS2
like, the
model.
fact that it's like, I mean, God, I'll never forget during the Jodie Whittaker episode.
Oof.
Oh, was it Sleep Away or something like that? What's it called? Of
I don't
Series
know.
11. Anyway, they had this
Um,
practical costume in that MiG, which looked pretty good, and they decided, nah, let's replace it with a CGI fucking frog.
uh,
Yeah, let's replace it with a CGI frog. That people like
wasn't it?
that.
Wasn't it? It takes you away or something.
That's the one. That's the one.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, it's such a shame. Like for the most part, it didn't feel like a 60th anniversary. It just felt like, you know, a Russell T Davies series opener.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Well, no, it really does. Like it's desperately trying to be series 4, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
can't
it
admit
does
that
feel
I
like a
did.
series 4 episode. It does feel like that, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, honestly, the enjoyment that I had out of it was the way that it felt like it was series 4, and I appreciated that. It
And
felt like I was watching Doctor Who right back in series 4.
and the sonic screwdriver's way too overpowered now.
Definitely.
Yeah. In fact, speaking of sonic screwdrivers, where is it? There we go. Yeah.
I did like the parts that brought up all things that the Sonic could do in previous seasons, like resonate concrete.
The thing is, though, the way I discussed that before. The way it does it, though, is terror. Like, basically, in the Doctor dances, like, it's resonating concrete is not something you could just instantly do. Like, it's like that he's trying to resonate concrete. He's not sure whether he can. He's just trying to, and that,
Rose,
trying
I'm
ever.
trying to resonate
And I'm
concrete.
not saying he won't be able to now, but like, it shouldn't be that easy. It's just way overpowered. I mean, literally, when he's doing the force fields as well, the little glow effects, it looks like, um, he's doing a bloody Patronus charm from bloody Harry Potter.
Uh,
It honestly looks like that. It looks like a magic wand. Speaking of the Sonic,
um,
it pisses me off the
people.
way character have handled its release.
Oh, blimey.
Because, like, well, the thing is, though, like, I am lucky enough to have not only both versions, but I wanted another. I wanted another online exclusive in case my regular online exclusive one ever, broke, which
Bro, yeah.
is possible, very possible. So I ordered one, and yeah, myself and apparently over 1,000 other people got an email saying, "Oh, we made a mistake on our system. We haven't actually got that much stock." Why the fuck did you not you didn't manufacture enough the first time because you didn't realize how popular it would be. So okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt the first time, but like the second time round, why the fuck? Even also the retail release sold out online initially because I actually went into Forbidden Planet yesterday, into my local one, because that was how I was able to get the regular release. I think it was like 2 months after the retail release came out and it was sold out everywhere. I just happened to be in my Forbidden Planet that day
Mm.
and I saw it there. And they'd only just put them out. So, yeah, and I bought one. I regret not getting a second one, actually, to keep sealed on that bugger. So, maybe I'll come out somewhere else by that. But, yeah. By the way, I went into my Forbidden Planet again yesterday just to see if maybe the store had stock or something, because the store's stock and the online store's allocated stock are separate. So I went in. Thing is, though, it was like going into B&M and asking the staff in there, because they said, "Oh, we don't know what we're getting in, when or if we're getting it in." It's just like, B&M has the excuse because, the whole point is they're a bargain retailer. They just buy whatever in bulk. You are not that Forbidden Planet. You are essentially, well, you were a collector's shop. You're not really that anymore. Really.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but, yeah, they couldn't really give me anything. So, I think every time I'm down there, when I go into town, probably every time I just check just to see if they have it, because the only other Doctor Who things they had in there were calendars, and I think that was literally it. I think they didn't even have annual. Like, all I had was a couple of calendars, and that was it. Bloody bare bones.
Yeah.
Bloody bare bones crap there. So yeah, did you watch the Doctor Who was it Unmasked, is it called again? No.
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Oh, hello. Hello, person I'm not allowed to say the name of. Where's my Dalek? Where's my
Of course, we're
Dalek?
gonna have to bring. Of course, you had to bring that
Where's
up.
my fucking Dalek? Let
You
the
better
audience...
skedaddle. He's gonna get all pissy because he doesn't have a Dalek.
Here's a story from Balamori. Oh wait, it's Newcastle. Yeah.
Essentially, what feels like a yo-go He
It,
asked
what?
for a
It
Dalek,
was
and
more
this
than a
other
year
person.
ago. It was more than a year ago now.
I said it feels like it's been over a year.
Well, that's because it has, Tom. It has been over a year.
Oh, I
Okay, so,
thought you. Oh, I thought you were gonna. I thought you weren't gonna reveal our names.
well, I already revealed you. People already knew who you were, though,
Ah, son of a bitch.
because you've been in a previous video
Oh yeah,
in a
that's right.
previous stream. That's why.
Uh,
Anyway, they don't know your surname, so you're fine.
and you never will.
Well, you did say it at one point. I can't remember what it bloody was, though. Anyway, my other friend, who you heard there speak very briefly, um, he is the one who previously I have went to go get B&M sex for him because he was unable to in the past, and that his B&M schools just didn't bloody have them. So last year I ended up getting him an entire box of Dalek sets. Last year I got him an entire box full of Dalek sets, which had 6. I did this twice for him, but it had 6 of the history of the Dalek set, Planet Set 2.
Nice.
So basically, it was Planet of the Dalek sets and also Desk of the Dalek sets. And basically, to one, say thank you to me, and 2, because my birthday was coming up at the time, he said he would paint up one of my Planet Supreme Daleks to look like the Weetabix version of the same Dalek from the Weetabix advert, paint it red.
You've got to be
Essentially.
kidding me. He's taking
And he
all
said,
that time.
I might not be able to. He said, I'll try and do it in time for your birthday, if not for Christmas. That was last year. He still hasn't finished it to this day. He still hasn't finished it to this day. He didn't start. He hadn't even started it until I don't know, 2. Was it 2 months ago he started it?
I don't know.
I think it was 2, maybe 3 months ago he actually started painting it.
I forgot about that. I could get it done in a single day. It's not that hard.
I can tell you, I was able to do 3 Renegades in a day. I repainted 3 Renegades in a day, so...
I was able to do...
And I am the most amateurish amateur. He's more... he's meant to be more skilled in that area, which is why he offered to do it.
Yeah. And I've done a Curse of a Dalek's leader Dalek in a single day. And this guy is taking 1 year just to get a Weetabix Dalek done.
Yeah. And what is this person's name? Ooh.
Well, wouldn't you like to know?
He's texted me saying, "Do not reveal my name." I won't out of courtesy to him, but he owes me a lot, by the way. He also owes me Blu-ray rips as well, because we share Blu-ray rips basically. For example, I've given him, various rips over time. I gave him some of the Halloween films 4K rips and that. So,
I'm sure he did.
I did. Saved him just like, where's me rips? Where's me rips? I nearly said his name. Where's me rips? I gave him all the Harry Potters and that as well. Gave him all of them.
I said, I'm sure he did.
I did. I can prove it.
Not you, him.
And he's been. I'll give you one little hint. He has been in the chat. He has been in the chat. I wonder if you can work out who it is, but he has been in the chat. You still won't know his name, and the reason is because other people know who he is, because he does know people. Like, he claims to know no one, but he seems to know fucking everyone. He knows way more people than I do. I know fucking nobody.
Yeah.
The only person I know is people like... I know Neil Cole, who owns that museum, and I've had interactions with Rob Ritchie. and I've had a couple of interactions with some boy online. That's basically all I know.
I know a few people. Well, I've had interactions with a few of them.
I'm going to
Going
go
to be
back to
part of a collaboration with one of them.
the comments for a second.
Um,
Shiny Wedge says, "Do you reckon history of the Cybermen sex at B&M? A lot of people saying it might. Thing is, Alduar. This was in a podcast, I think, with Batman March, that people proposed that, and Alduar said he wouldn't do it. And the reason he said is because we there's two, we don't have enough different Cybermen to do it in terms of molds. The thing is, though, he has basically covered all of the Cybermen for the most part. It's only really the new series ones he hasn't, and also the Wheeling Space Cyberman. The thing is, though, there is a prototype of the Wheeling Space Cyberman figure. Now, whether the molds for that prototype figure still exist or not, I don't know. But there was a prototype Wheeling Space Cyberman figure made.
I mean, it's not like he's actually gone as far as to create new molds for new.
Yeah, well, he just seems reluctant to do it because Alduar seems to deliberately do. I'm not joking. It seems like he deliberately does the opposite to what people actually want. Like, people really wanted a resurrection set this year, but he didn't do that. The thing is, though, he said, "Oh, actually, no, no, no." He turned around saying, "Oh no, I'm gonna do a resurrection set. Don't worry, it'll be a 4-pack. It doesn't need to be a
Yeah,
4-pack.
I'm sure it would be.
It doesn't need to be one. It could
The
be
last one.
just. It could just be basically a single wave or across 2 waves at B&M. Do a Supreme Dalek with Davros, and
Two generics.
actually, you know what? Actually, no. It'd probably be a standard one with Davros and the Supreme Dalek and a regular Dalek,
Probably.
and just do the different variants, do the different dome light variants even. So yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I do not want to pay online exclusive prices for that. So yeah, like
Yeah.
if an online exclusive should be something that you cannot afford to do in B&M. That was kind of like the point of it, so you could have newer stuff.
Like
Or
Troughton and
or stuff
TARDIS
that's
from a bundle snowman.
or stuff that's too expensive. Well, that was Forbidden Planet.
Hmm.
That was before they did that. Yeah, the first online exclusives were actually the Missy figures. They were the first ones.
Oh, really? I recall seeing them in Toys R Us.
Yeah, they did eventually come to Toys R Us afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
They basically bought up the unsold stock. It's like how Forbidden Planet bought up B&M's unsold stock when it comes to 3-packs. Can
And
you
that's
stop
why
doing
they are
that now?
flooded with those 3-packs.
Can you stop doing that now? Because bloody sounds terrible at my end. Bloody grates on my teeth.
Mm.
But yeah, the thing is, I've been seeing this for years. We need monster sets. Like, seriously, we haven't had. The last time we had like Doug Monster sets, and that was 2019, and that was with like the song Tyrant sets. And even then, I had massive problems with them because he changed the paint for no fucking reason. He changed them to bloody silver, which they shouldn't be, and they also made them grey. It's really off grey, which they bloody shouldn't be. So yeah.
He doesn't. He doesn't want repeats of the same figure because he likes
Yep, I
having
know.
variations. Everybody.
I
I
know,
was
but
just saying that to the people that don't
don't
know.
worry, I see it enough on these streams.
Or do we just blame the factory again?
Oh yeah, it was the factory's fault.
It's always the factory's fault. It's never Ottawa's fault. It's always the factory's.
Harris 1234E says thoughts on Dreamland. I enjoy it. I do really like Dreamland. I think it's really underrated actually, and it's one of the specials. Because it is one of the specials. It is technically one of the specials. It's the one that everyone kind of skips over and forgets about. But I do really enjoy it. I do really enjoy it.
it's something,
Oh, I
to say
really
the
enjoy it. I
least.
think it's much better than Planet of the Dead and Next Doctor and that and everything.
Uh,
Not Waters of Mars, not Waters of Mars, obviously,
oh
but still
no,
better than
nothing
those.
would be better than Mortals to Mars. Absolutely not.
I love Waters of Mars.
I think what lets that story down for me is the CGI models, especially when you look at the
I
original
think,
concept art of the
really, I
character
think the
models.
I mean, for the time, it looked pretty good for the time, and I don't think, especially when you watch it on the Blu-ray.
No, I mean when you look at the original concept art and concept designs
I still think it
and
looks
how
good. I still
better
like it.
they looked.
Plus, I like bad CGI, or even it wasn't even bad. Like weaker CGI, shouldn't hold down a story because if your story is solely relying on that, then basically go back to the drawing board. You've gone wrong. It starts with the writing. If the writing is bad, everything else is gonna fail or suffer because of it.
Yeah. But then again, but didn't the same company that did do the animation also went on to do Web of Fear Part 3?
I can't remember.
Because I
Bean
recall
McCann
hearing
says
that
that his
it
cat
was.
works for the KGB, apparently.
And the point is,
His cat is also dead.
that's a shame.
His cat is also dead. He said before that his cat was dead, but the cat apparently still works for the KGB despite being dead. No, it's not Harris. It's not Harris 12348. Sorry, you are not the person I was referring to earlier.
No.
No, you are not the person I was referring to earlier. Because that person's not in the chat at the minute, if you notice. Like someone who was in there before and said a couple of things.
Yeah.
David Granick says, why do you think... who do you think wrote the best anniversary story? Bob Baker and Dave Martin, the 10th, Terence Gicks, 20th, Calvin Clark, the 25th, John Nathan Turner, 30th, Stephen Moffat, 50th, or RTD. Well, this is... RTD didn't write an anniversary special here. It's just a regular episode for the most part.
Are we going to forget the 40th anniversary?
Well, that one's a bit of a complicated one. I'd say the best one is the Five Doctors. The best one is the Five Doctors, and Terence Gicks was the best person to, do that.
If one of the options was Ben Aronovich, I would definitely say him. But no, apparently can't have good things. So yeah, the Five Doctors is definitely the best.
Shiny White says they can do a wheeling space Cybermen piss easy at B&M just like the Tomb and Chess Unit Invasion Bond. Yeah, the thing is they can do one because there's a prototype of it that exists of the wheeling space Cyberman. A prototype was made over a decade ago now, and it's never been released, just like the Richard Hurdle figure.
Except that one did eventually get a release.
Well, no, because
So why
Alduar
not?
did a new head sculpt with that one.
Technically.
So technically, that original one never did get a release. Same with the Terror of the Zygons Fourth Doctor.
What about the Abominable Snowman Second Doctor?
That one did, though. That one did, yeah.
Yeah, that one
Though
did.
the original one was from the Five Doctors.
Yeah. The fans were outraged when he said
Shiny
there would
Wedge
never
says,
be a Five Doctors version.
this is the thing. Well, like Alduar doesn't even make sculpts or anything. All he does is by Ed Bennett Ward, LOL. So Alduar just gets his name for other people's work. Yeah, this is nothing new, by the way. Alduar loves taking credit for other people's work.
Hey
The thing is,
guys,
though,
here's a product that me and me
that's why the hex
made.
sculpts are being shit recently. A lot of
Yes.
them are being crap because he has done them himself, and they're so bad.
Tom Baker looking nothing like Tom Baker.
Yeah,
It's just
because he didn't do
somebody's
that original Tom
granny.
Baker head.
No, no. If I remember correctly, it was somebody that worked at Product
Yeah,
Enterprise.
he
I think.
worked on Product Enterprise. If you have the Product Enterprise Fourth Doctor figure with the K9, the same guy who did that head was the same one who did the character options version, which is why they look so similar. Shiny Wag says they should do more Ice Warriors at B&M as well, because they have the potential to make them really nice 3-packs. Yeah. If the Ice Warrior did get re-released at B&M, and I regret not getting it because I could have army built them, because I've only got 2. One of them still sealed and the other one loose.
We
Um,
need we need a fucking Ice Lord
the thing
figure.
is, the thing is though, with the Ice Warrior, I understand why they couldn't do it in 2016, but now if they re-released it, give it the fucking arm gun. Because every single version is released. Both versions that were released were both missing the arm gun. Also, re-released the Sea Devil. I'm surprised that hasn't had a re-release. Improve the netting.
Yeah.
Moonlight Mirage Productions, 2150 AD. Have you noticed that animated versions of the first Yeti in the missing Sorry Tom iPlayer and sorry. Have you noticed that animated versions of the first Yeti story is missing from iPlayer, as well as Mind of Evil is pretty sure it's in black and white?
I've noticed.
Well, people, we can check this right now.
I've noticed. In fact, I was there late at night watching
Oh god, why is it
watching
go? That's
iPlayer
what when you
forming.
type in Doctor Who, it just goes to the new series. You have to go to bloody Universe first, and then
Yeah.
bloody click on Doctor Who 19. Right, so oh look, there's the Daleks in colour.
Ugh.
Right, so actually, let's go season 7 first. So,
Yeah.
sorry, season 8. So, was it Mind of Evil is in black and white? Did he say?
I'm. I don't know. He said one of the stories was in black and white.
Hang on, let me read that again. Have you noticed that the animated version of the first Yeti story is missing from iPlayer? And why is Mind of Evil colour? Pretty sure. Oh, no. Okay. No, Mind of Evil should be in colour, by the way. Because, for those who don't know, Mind of Evil, basically, the colour version, because it was filmed and made in colour, unfortunately, the colour master tapes are missing. All they had was black and white ones. However, thanks to basically the Chromadox recovery process, which is basically the old black and white film prints that exist still had the colour information on the film, and using that they were able then to restore the original colour. So that's why it is in colour. Well, I
Yeah.
thought you meant it wasn't in. So yeah, that should be in colour, which is good. Anyway, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, he's right. It is missing. Abominable
Yeah.
Snowman is missing, and I think the reason it is because it's too new. I think that's why. There's most likely, because it's most likely some sort of exclusivity deal on the BBC, basically physical media department. So basically, they want to make their money as much as they can out of Abominable Snowman, since it didn't come out too long ago.
Um.
So I
Like
think I think that's the only
like
reason why it isn't on there.
many months ago.
Yeah, yeah, but even
Yeah.
so, that could be the reason. It could just be an exclusivity deal.
Yeah.
That's usually the case. So FM says there's a prototype of Ian Levine with a wheelchair accessory too. They should make that. I mean, I'd buy an Ian Levine figure. I'd rather buy that. I'd rather buy an Ian Levine. To be honest, I'd buy an Ian Levine figure in a bloody heartbeat over half the bloody 3-packs that we've been getting the past few years.
Well, what would make it absolutely perfect is not only the wheelchair being an accessory, but a copy of the 10th Planet Part 4.
Well, the thing is, if anyone does actually have that, I mean, obviously there's the gap. The thing is, though, that story wasn't Ian Levine's. It was PB Props.
Yeah.
He's got, but basically, if anyone does, either that original guy who PB Props saw possibly has it. It could just be an empty canister, for all we know.
Yeah.
But if anyone does have it, It's Ian Levine, and I keep saying, the day Ian Levine dies, missing episodes are going to get returned out of his collection, basically, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
Unless he's got it in his will that they're not to, like, just like, the day Ian Levine dies, there we go, missing episodes return, because he'll have something. He'll have something.
And we will just have to wait until the day he does.
God knows what, but he'll have something.
But we shall wait and see.
David Mack says, at the 30th anniversary, have you taken the opportunity to watch Dimensions in Time with red and blue spec? Yeah, well, I've watched Dimensions in Time. I've no desire to watch the 3D version. Yeah. I have no desire to watch the 3D version. No.
Question is,
I know, and I know it still works as well, because it's anamorphic 3D, I think, if I remember rightly.
the question is, why would you want to, knowing that your eyes are going to be hurting at the end of part
it
one?
Doesn't hurt my eyes. It just basically, the thing is, though, the problem with that is the red and blue. It makes all of the colours look off. Basically, It makes everything sort of very muted as well.
Yeah.
Moonlight Production 2150 AD says, I mean, why is black and white missing from iPlayer? I don't know why in the VHS releases. Okay, the reason... Okay, I'm going to explain this one more time. The reason The Mind of Evil was released on VHS in black and white is because at the time they didn't have any colour copies of Mind of Evil, and basically the chroma dot recovery process didn't exist until 2009, I think it was. It might have been before that, might have been slightly earlier. But basically, the first one to ever get the chroma dot treatment was basically the Dalek War box set for that 2009, I think it was, and that was for Planet of the Daleks episode 3, which was basically they'd already done a manual colorization of that, but then they used the chroma dot one, and the chroma dot one had the more accurate colors, and that though the manual colorization had a bit more sharpness to it, and that's the only one that's like a hybrid between the two. But yeah, that was the first one to do that, and Mind of Evil is one of the only stories where it's basically the entire thing. They also did it for, if we go back to season 7, they also did it for Ambassadors of Death. Also, before then, though, the only way to do that before then is basically, for example, Doctor and the Silurians was also one of the stories that was missing its colour version. However, what they did have was American NTSC colour VHS and Betamax recordings. So what they did is they took the higher quality black and white signal and merged it with the colours from the Betamax and VHS recordings to then get the colour, which is also what's done to this day. It was done for the DVD release when it originally came out, and it's going to be redone again. They're redoing it again for the Blu-ray whenever that comes out. They've said they're working on it, but when that comes out, I don't know. It could be the next one for all we know. It might very well be. I wouldn't be surprised if season 7 was the next one to come out. I reckon the next season to come out, it's either going to be a Pertwee or a Baker, because that's generally what they do. They generally do, you know, a couple of 80s. They generally switch between, okay, less popular ones, more popular ones, or 80s one, 70s one, and obviously they throw in the curveball with the 60s one, though. With that one, they're waiting a bit, because obviously with animations now set to continue, you know, they obviously want to wait. Season 4 obviously is nearly done now as well. So, yeah, and also, yeah.
They can't do season 1 for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Thanks, you bastard.
Thoughts on Evil of the Daleks, Cyber FM says. I do enjoy Evil of the Daleks. but I much prefer Tower. I think the problem with Evil of the Daleks is that it kind of falls apart a bit in the middle. The whole Jamie and Kemmel rescue of Victoria, it just drags on for far too long.
Yeah, that was my issue with the story. It felt like it dragged in the
Yeah,
middle.
they were definitely trying to fill that 7 parts.
Yeah. It should have been like a 5 or 6 part story. That
Well,
would have been
six
fine
part
enough.
would be fine. I'd be interested to see though what the original scripts would have been like, because in the early stage, because Ben and Polly were originally going to be in it for episodes 1 and 2. Originally, well, that's what they were contracted for. However, they didn't want to just have them written out like basically at the start of the story, so they decided to pay Annika Wilson that off for those 2 episodes, and they wouldn't have to appear. The thing is, though, in their actual final story, The Faceless Ones, Ben and Polly, after episode 3, just vanish until the very end of episode 6, so it's not really much of a final story for them, really.
Well, at least it's better than what happened with Dodo.
CyberFM says, rumour is the next season is season 15. An actress from Horrifying Rock said she filmed Lighthouse segments as a feat. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's next. That doesn't mean it's next. It's very possible that season 15 could be next. It is very possible that season 15 could be next, but you got to remember, Peter Davison, Janet Fielding, and Sarah Sutton filmed special features for the season 20 box set back in 2019. So
And we all had a
don't
blast
assume anything.
watching.
Don't assume anything. Just because a special feature's being filmed doesn't mean, there's various things that could delay it. Oh dear. The General Gavius 19 says the 13th Doctor is their favourite. I don't think you want to remain here, mate. I mean, if that is your case, just say,
Yeah, you better leave because
Yeah,
Oh, his voice appeared again. So he is still on the call.
I mean,
This
he has
mysterious
been.
entity who owes me my Dalek.
He literally told us Evil of the Daleks is perfect, and he wanted us to shut up. Now, we could complain all we want. Evil of the Daleks is padded.
He's laughing. He's laughing.
He's laughing because he knows my opinion is correct.
Oh yeah, he said Evil of the Daleks is not perfect. Even you admitted that. Nothing's perfect. So Ian Levine, let's see, did I miss an explanation of why the interior of the TARDIS completely changed? I've watched the episode, so maybe I misunderstood some of the dialogue between the Doctor and Donna. I assume this yeah, the TARDIS interior, I mean, the biggest problem I have is how empty it is. I mean, it looks like something from an IKEA showroom that just hasn't had any furniture and that put in it yet. It just looks so empty.
Maybe that's the point.
Yeah, but it just looks too barren and empty. And the
I mean, the
console,
concept art had a jukebox.
No, what I mean by it is that it will start out all empty, and then as the show continues, we would see more decoration inside of console room.
Max Smith's didn't. When it changed.
Yeah, but when Capaldi took over,
Well, even
that's
when Max
when the
Smith changed
decorations-
again, it wasn't completely. It's bare. It feels so bare. There's no chairs or a hat stand or anything. It just and also the console itself is like all kind of cobbled together type one. The console doesn't feel like it fits in with the rest of the room. The rest of the room is very clean, very, elegant, and that where you got this small cluttered type console in the middle with a fucking coffee machine.
And the weakest.
Also, the time rotor doesn't go up and down. I do like the actual time rotor itself, but I don't like the fact it doesn't go up and down. It's just lights that go up and down. I mean, I do like the fact it does harken back to the 80s console from Five Doctors onwards, but yeah.
One of the people in my group chat literally just said the TARDIS is so perfect.
No.
that was perfectly timed. But I think we all know the biggest weakness of this new console room: spilling coffee on it. Because my
that is
God,
I showed that before. That is the fakest coffee spill I've ever seen. That is the fakest looking accidental coffee spill I've ever seen.
And
although it is Catherine Tate, so I could totally see it happening like that.
I can see it happening, but it just looks so fake the way it's done.
And the biggest overreaction from both Donna and the TARDIS exploding.
Would you like to see anything else, mystery guest?
Don't forget to click below.
No, we don't do. No, we're not a shill. We don't do that on this channel.
No, we're grown ass manly men.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that either. I wouldn't say I'm
Seriously.
a grown ass manly man.
You're just singing the theme tune to Two and a Half Men now.
No, here we are. We were just complaining about the coffee spill. And
Also, we were complaining about plastic dollies.
With the Donna spill was perfect. I'm like, Jesus Christ, are they secretly watching?
I love how Tom's like, oh, we're manly men, but we just complained about plastic dollies.
They're action figures.
They only got the term dollies thanks to Josh Nares.
And PB Props.
That's because that is something people, well, Australians, but also people who are older used to call them. Like, they used to call everything dollies. Also, like, I don't. You can tell by the accent, but you're Scottish, aren't you, mystery guests? And you call everything juice, popcorn and regular juice.
No.
Juice.
You call everything juice. Like, if you wanted orange flavoured juice, how would you know whether it was fizzy or still?
I can't get over the TARDIS overreacting about a coffee spill.
More stock has arrived of the beginning box set that has the Tribe of Gum in there. This rare lost episode.
Also, the new version of An Adventure in Space and Time still referencing the Tribe of Gum.
Oh God! What? Actually, no. We have to talk. We have to. You know what? I forgot about that. Let's.
Yes.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Back.
The sexy wink.
The sexy. You didn't believe me. You didn't bloody believe me.
I was still watching it live.
The thing is, though, you thought I was making it up. You genuinely thought I was making it up.
Yeah, but then it's RTD.
Right. I'm just gonna mute that.
I'm not sure how I feel about the new.
I still love the fact
Look at that!
they
Look
kept
at that fucking wink!
I still love the fact, though, that they kept the scene in of them throwing the script in the bin. It's like, fuck you, Steph. It's like, fuck you, Steph.
I believe CBeebies
Yeah, David
just
Tennant
did.
reads something as the Doctor on CBeebies.
Yeah, and that's a joke.
Yeah, he reads it as the Doctor though, which is weird because because then it means that if CBB's bedtime stories is canon, he's read it as
Yeah.
David
The
Tennant
only the
before.
only thing with Shooty Gatwa being that the compositing is a bit better, but you can still tell he's not actually there. Like the compositing is a bit better, but you can still tell he's really not there because
Although
the
it
lighting doesn't
really should
match
have,
at all.
if it's going to be for the 60th, it really should have been David Tennant
Yeah, because David Tennant is
because
still
he
technically
is
the
the
current
current
Doctor.
Doctor. Well, we'll find out if he actually is a Doctor. You know, RTD says that, but then he'll change his
Oh, here
mind
it comes!
halfway
Here it
through.
comes! Here it comes!
Here it
There's the
comes.
sexy wink.
There's a wink.
Oh no!
Oh, not the wink.
And then, of course, we got a clip of him and the companion way before we're even going to see them on TV.
Infinite Quest. That's not on the Blu-ray set. By the way, have you got yours? Did yours come?
And no, it's not due out to Monday,
Oh right, okay.
I think. Although I did get a attempted payment from HMV, but it's been weird, so it declined.
Oh, you're not
So I've
getting it
had to
then.
reorder it. So I'll
Oh.
probably get it Tuesday.
Oh look, there's Dreamland. That's not on the box set either. Oh, Doctor Who: A Musical Celebration. Why isn't that on the 60th box set?
Same with the Chosen Need Special.
Yeah. I can understand if it's rights with the Children in Need special, because
Also,
sometimes there is issues with that, but it hasn't
also,
been in the past.
like the current Chosen Need Special is on iPlayer.
Yeah, I know.
Why the fuck is the rest of them not?
It's also on YouTube.
Why the fuck
No,
have
no,
they
no.
not put the other
It
ones on?
is, Reese. It is. It is. The Time Crash one is, but it's still in fucking three. I think it's in 240 or
Yeah,
360p.
but also it means then that that is another confidential that's missing. Is the Time Crash
No, the
confidential?
thing is, like, I want Doctor Who musicals. The reason I also want particularly that on Blu-ray over others is because, unfortunately, iPlayer's bitrate is 128 kilobits a second,
Yeah, for the audio.
and generally when you're streaming that, that's going to be even lower. Like,
It's also ACC as opposed to AC3.
no ACC, no ACC is stand. That's the standard. That's fine. That's like standard code. That's fine. That ACC is fine. AC3 is the older one.
Yeah, but more
So
things are coded to that even now.
yeah, but well, ACC is fine. Like if it was at 320 kilobits, even that, but unfortunately, no.
And I have already pirated all the stuff.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
totally can't say that on YouTube. Totally, totally not.
I'm
Totally not.
teaching people to use SoulSeek. Download
Yes, no.
SoulSeek. Download SoulSeek. You can download stuff from
Doesn't
me.
do plugs, but plugs so sick.
From me. Like you want Doctor Who stuff. You
Don't
want to,
download his shit. Download mine. It's much better quality.
but I've got more stuff than you. I've got more stuff. I've got
Most of
way.
mine's is private.
Yeah, people can't download from you because you're an asshole.
No,
Even I can't download everything from him, people. And I'm his friend. That's how much of an asshole he is.
no, I'm
Look at
not an
all,
asshole. I'm a
look at,
hoarder.
look at all these big. So what? I'm a hoarder, but that's it. Look at all these big finishes you could get. Look at all the DVDs and Blu-rays. Look, raw DVD rips, all the Blu-ray sets. Ooh, look at them. We could watch them all now. We could watch. What is this? Oh, it's a documentary. Just something bloody random. Hooray. We could do all of that. I could do so much more.
So
Much
much more.
But this is what I get. My reward.
RTD shit writing. Although saying he's written a story, it's
Yeah.
clutching at straws because it's
Well,
really just he's
at
used someone
least
else's
it
work and
says
passed it off
from a
as his
story
own.
from, they credit the original writer, I
RTD has just
At
added in
least they
the
did
boring
that.
bits.
At least they credit the original writers.
Yeah, in the credits.
I
And
suppose
title sequence.
we can't really say anything much about it until we've seen all three parts. Even though RTD says they're totally not linked and you don't need to watch them all.
Well, the
The
thing is,
thing is, though,
if they're not
if
linked, then
Donna's
how
in the
come it's a
second one,
the thing is, though, if they're not linked, as he says, then
yeah,
why is it a trilogy?
yeah. Also,
And
Donna's in the second one, and now she remembers the Doctor. If you haven't seen the
Also,
first one, you're
Beep
not
the
going to
Meep,
get why.
Beep the Meep says, "Oh, when I tell the boss," which is presumably
Yeah,
the toy maker.
that'll be the toy maker.
I mean,
Either
it might
that, he's
not
just
be, but
going.
it most likely is.
He could be just going grassing back to RTD. That's the overall arcing villain. It's RTD. I mean,
that's
he did
all.
want to show up in the Five-ish Doctors in the 50th.
That's all. It could be the boss from the Green Death.
And Peter Davison cut over half his dialogue.
Yeah. Oh, and he also deleted his message, his anti-machine message.
No, I'm talking about in real life. He actually did that.
Wait, what?
He filmed a lot
Yeah.
more.
RTD recorded all of this in case they needed it all, and then Peter Davison just went, "Fuck this."
Because that's the type of person Peter Davison is.
I do like the fact that in the actual anniversary scene in the Undergallery, under those sheets, they are still Peter, Colin, and Sylvester.
At
I'm
least
still
they did.
surprised that Janet Fielding didn't insist on being in it more.
Oh yeah, she's only in the region where the dream.
Yeah, the dream sequence.
They're not going to call you Pete.
Now get out and
I-
get up and walk the dog.
I don't care what people say. I still say that is the reason why Peter Davison woke up.
That should be on iPlayer.
Well, it was at one point.
Yeah, but that is a travesty that it's not part of the universe.
Come on, BBC,
Oh,
put it
God.
on.
Everyone can't see, but I'm using quotation marks at
It's
universe.
shit. It's a shit name. Also, someone
Yeah.
said to me, "Oh, it's a fan term that they adopted." No, it's not.
Also,
It's something Russell T Davis has called it from the start. It's shit.
when I totally not pirated and archived the first 60th special,
He
I
totally
put it in a new folder, and I've called it New Doctor Who New Series.
Oh, by the way, if you want to download stuff from BBC iPlayer, there's this thing called Get iPlayer. Just
Get
in fact,
underscore iPlayer.
In fact, you know what? Search this, okay? Watch.
Yeah, put the link in. Put the link in the comments.
From BBC iPlayer, and there is a video. Watch this video, people. Watch that video, and it tells you basically how to basically download. Gives you the link and everything to download
Oh, so
from BBC
there's an
iPlayer.
extent. Ow. Sorry, I'm still recovering. There's an extension for HD that people don't know about, and the video doesn't mention either.
No. Well, it's
Is
from
it-
2018 though. That video.
It's safe to say that it's
No
It's
focus.
so simple. Even an idiot like the other one could do it.
You mean Tom?
Oi,
I
shut
thought,
up.
I thought we weren't mentioning names.
No, we can mention his name.
All
because
right, okay.
He's been here before.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Well,
I'm curious. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check the naughty website and see
Also,
actually.
how long have you been trying to get me to join one of these? You've been trying for years.
and
Okay,
succeeded
I'm going.
tonight.
Yeah, it's not on UHD movies yet.
Oh, and 4K.
Yeah, I want to get the thingy wrong. By the way, people, this website UHDmovies.zip. Download stuff to your heart's content. That's
Is
really,
it?
really
People
predictable. Really
people have already downloaded the Star Beast from me.
I mean, I'm not bothering because with that, at least, because I'll
Yeah,
get
you're getting the
it.
Blu-ray.
I'm getting the Blu-ray, so I'll just wait for that because that comes out next month anyway.
No, I know, but I'm just pirating them for the sake of pirating them.
Is
I
I
it?
mean,
mean, if I wanted to watch it again
totally
right
not
now,
pirating.
if I wanted to watch it again right now, I'd rather watch it on iPlayer because
Yeah, because
then I'm
that
watching it
is
in
is it in 4K though? Is it on iPlayer in 4K now?
yes. However,
Right.
I tested this earlier. It's only HLG HDR because iPlayer only supports that.
Right.
It doesn't
I
support
thought
Dolby
it would
Vision.
be.
Actually, do I still have Disney Plus?
I was going to say, do you have a VPN you can use to see on Disney Plus what it is?
As we all know what
Well, the
VPN
thing is,
stands
no,
for.
no. The problem is, is my Disney Plus still active?
Don't think so.
Is it because we had it for like 6 months
I've
and
got it.
hmm? Well, yeah,
I've
because
got Disney Plus.
we barely fucking used it.
No, I've got Disney Plus. I'm saying.
Oh, do you want to test it then?
Yeah, but I've not got a VPN.
Oh, the thing is though, even if you did have a VPN, you couldn't though. Can I tell you why? Because if you used it with a VPN, you could only watch it in 720p or maybe
Yeah, because
HDR.
you'd have to use it on a PC.
Yeah, and piece on there it limits you. That's why I'm asking if there's any basically if there's any people outside of the UK.
Also,
If
I will
anyone outside
say,
the UK is watching this has a 4K TV that supports Dolby Vision and you live outside the UK and have got Disney Plus, please ask. Please, it's supposed to be. The thing is though, there was that Toshiba advert in the UK saying, "Oh,
yeah.
watch Doctor Who with in Dolby Vision." Just like, but you can't. You physically can't. There's no way to watch it with that in
If
the
anyone,
UK.
if anyone knows that, write it on a postcard and mail it to, I don't know, Santa.
The thing is, though, I do know it wouldn't have been mastered with Dolby Vision, though, because the BBC masters in
Yeah,
HLG
it
because
would be
that's the
fake,
broadcast
but
standard.
you know what Disney's like.
Yeah, oh, Disney does fake bloody Dolby Vision
Disney
for everything.
Disney loves fake Dolby Vision.
I know they do. Disney hates physical media.
Also,
Oh no.
when I watched it on live on iPlayer, like at the end credits, it still shows Disney,
Excuse me. At the
the
end, what?
Disney logo. There's a Disney logo at the end.
Right.
And also, it seems like they based the title sequence on some of the Jodie Whittaker era
It
background as
looks,
well.
it looks the most Disney-fied out of them. I hate the way the logo just appears like that. It just
Oh yeah, it
flies
comes up
in.
the time tunnel.
It just,
Yep.
it doesn't even come up
It
the
re-
time
do you know what
tunnel.
it,
It just
do you
flies
know what
in.
it reminds me of? It reminds me of like a Blue Peter thing,
Oh god,
like a
it
Blue
does.
Peter logo coming up.
Thing is, the logo looks so out of place in there though. The colours that they've used.
I think this is only like this seems like very much for the specials.
No, but like the logo just feels like it's just kind of
Yeah.
shoved in there.
The thing is, I'd have rather them just use the original Tenant theme up remastered.
Oh, and god, the at the bloody end during the
Well, I
end
mean,
credits.
it's certainly a climax.
Knock it off.
No, Reese, it's after
Sorry.
it's already after the
Well, you
climax.
said the
It's when they're
name.
worn out after the climax.
You just said his name.
Oh
I wonder
no!
if, every-
Oh no!
I wonder if everybody caught that.
Oh no! I said his name. And I don't think anyone would have known if Tom hadn't pointed it out.
Ah, too bad. I had to be the one to point it out.
Notice he's gone silent now. He's gone completely
No,
south.
no, I'm currently looking at depot applications.
Oh, God. We should do this next week as well. We should do another live stream that next week.
Just talk shit about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should be more I should be more polite on YouTube.
Have you
I'm
seen
live
what?
on YouTube. Please do
Why
not
should
say
we?
fuck or bugger.
Why should we?
Have you seen what I'm like on YouTube?
Oh yeah, it's Ryan's channel. I forgot it's already fucked.
Like, I've got nothing to lose here.
Oh, I wonder if that 61-year-old is watching.
Oh yeah.
If I
Yeah.
said too much.
But I had a fan, and I met one of my fans the other day, who is actually 61. Because the thing is, in my analytics, it tells you like the age demographics of each, groups of people, and there was people in there who were 60 plus. I was just like, are there actually people who are over 60 and over watching me, or are those just people who have just lied about their age to the extreme? But no, apparently it was true.
So you've went from some of your demographic being 60 plus to now some of your demographic being watching Doctor Who on Disney Plus.
And some of them are, I bet, are 69.
Hey, hey.
Oh, God. And this is the kind of antics we get up to all the time. This is
No
Never.
doubt about it.
Totally normal.
Unlike you lot.
Yeah, yous are all batshit fucking insane. We're the normals.
Oh, oh, you
We're,
missed what happened
we're
at the
the
start of the
crazy.
stream. There was a person at the start of the stream who literally said, "Oh, he's complaining about it being woke," even though I didn't say that word. I never said the word woke. And literally,
No.
he literally said, "Oh, I'm leaving," and then continued to
Yeah,
comment.
no, I said
Yeah,
I've been here from the beginning.
right. Yeah, I had to.
I scrolled up the
I don't
comments
know.
and
The
saw
thing is,
that.
though, he was apparently able to remove. I don't know how he could do that because he wasn't a moderator.
I love how he says, "Oh, you're complaining about it being woke. It is fucking woke." It's such a big fucking cop out to literally like a sort of 13 years story arc,
It
effectively,
just
because
doesn't feel
it's
like a 50th though. It just doesn't. 60th even.
well,
It
it's
doesn't
not a
feel.
50th. That's why it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like an
It
anniversary
feels
special.
like it feels like this should be really the start of season one.
Like
This
basically,
just feels like a
Series
season opener.
well, as I
14.
said, it just feels like the start of a Russell T Davies series.
Like partners in crime. I mean, kind of feels more like
This
a 60th compared to this.
this felt a lot like that. This felt a lot like that.
It is hard because it has to set up a lot again. But I think really what they should have done is they should have had a Christmas special to set it up.
The thing is, though, they keep mentioning like Donna's backstory and everything so many times. Like they have it at the beginning, but then they have it again, literally less than 5 minutes
Yeah,
later.
but like between Power of the Doctor and now, there was chance to have a Christmas special. They should have done one to set it up, and then RTD just had three specials of just 60th story.
Well, the thing is, that's what I thought was going to happen. Because the thing is, I thought, okay, is there going to be some sort of Christmas special, something in? I think,
Yeah,
like
and
the
that would
one
have been a
advantage,
great way
like the
to
thing is,
explain how
uh,
Donna gets her memories back. Although it's kind of confusing because like she calls him the Doctor, and then a scene later she's asking, "Who are you?"
well, no, I
It's
think that's to
almost as if
indicate. I think
yeah,
that's to
I
indicate
know
that
what
it's,
it's done,
yeah,
but it's just fucking it's just stupid because she
yeah,
keeps
but
flipping
God, that
between.
end though, that ending, just say, oh, you're a man, so
Yeah,
you wouldn't
the thing
understand if
is
you were still a
the
woman.
whole binary non. The thing is though,
Oh God, yeah.
RTD. I don't know how I feel talking about this, but it seems like RTD doesn't quite understand how it works because she apparently, well, considering she's transitioned, she's not non-binary. She's trans because she's identifying as a woman. She's not non-binary,
Yeah.
and
Well, so
RTD's got the
I
whole
don't
thing
get.
of, oh,
The thing is, though, people like I've said this before, but people like RTD and Chris Kimmel, they're people who actively go looking for
yeah.
problems
But the
and
thing
offensive
is,
things.
RTD doesn't quite understand non-binary because she's transitioned and is therefore an open trans woman. She's not non-binary. She's
Listen,
identifying.
he doesn't understand most people, like how
Yeah,
people, like he suddenly thought
yeah.
Davros was offensive.
I
Like
love
it's
how
just like
RTD
weird.
wrote a
Back
Dalek story
back in
before I even.
2008.
Also, how do we
That's
feel
the
about the
thing you
new
do,
Dalek
listen.
design?
What new
We
Dalek
Back
saw
design?
we saw a Dalek.
Oh,
back
that yeah, the plush toy. Yeah, just like, is it meant to be
Is
a
it?
Dalek mutant? Is
Is
it
it?
meant to be
It's
a
meant to be
shit
a Dalek
Dalek?
mutant, but I think it's meant to be Dalek Can.
But the thing is, it looks
oh
Um,
not. It's basically a blue blob.
I kind of want one though, just because it's a Dalek.
I just saw
I
Also,
wouldn't
somebody
mind. I would like a Beat the Meat figure.
why the fuck? Why the fuck in the
I just
plushies is the fucking
wait,
what's
wait,
Dan's
right,
dog?
say that again.
His name from Flux.
Say
Why
that
the
again.
fuck is he there?
Carvanista.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
because like Donna never met him.
Mm.
She never encountered the dog fuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, is that about a beep the meat figure?
I said I would really like a Beat the Meat figure.
yeah, but bear in mind who runs character options.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, though, it's just like I think
Okay.
if he truly wanted to get the figures back to where they used to be, you got to start doing figures people want and start doing
Thing
new
is,
resale
though,
releases.
RTD might have a slight input in saying,
You
"Please do this."
Well, he has an input, but it won't be much.
you
Actually, I
might
tell you what
need
should
to
get a
wait and
release.
see.
Remember the prototype of the Geordie box that was made. That one.
The thing is, see now, looking back on it, see if they hit because it was too expensive to do the tooling and the mold and all that for it
Yeah,
because it was just a prototype. There's no mold of it.
yeah, I know, but like that
Um,
should be done now.
yeah. The
That could
thing
be.
is, though, now looking at it, uh, Aldebar could have then used that for the next three Doctors: Jodie, Tennant, and Gatwa.
The thing is also like, why did he decide to use a classic series box? Because
The thing is, if
a
he's
new
going
Because
to
series one was
release it
closer
now,
in shape and size
yeah,
to it.
even if he had permanently modded it to only have the notches,
Don't give him ideas.
oh yeah,
don't.
don't watch this chat. It's alright. Aldebar doesn't watch this shit.
Well, he clearly watches some of my videos. I know that. Well, I don't know if but he has watched my videos before.
It's alright. Some of his
How
dick suckers will go running
how do you
back to
know?
him
How do you
about
know
it.
he has?
They don't watch my videos. They
Oh yeah,
comment on them, but they don't watch them.
or they just block you on X. I'm not mentioning names. They block you on X at pictures of soap. That's all I'll say. They know who they are.
Did you get anything on Black Friday?
Nope.
Did you, Tom?
I don't
No.
think so. Did I?
There wasn't
I
really
can't
much.
remember.
There wasn't really much Doctor Who stuff on sale.
I didn't really buy
No.
anything on sale.
I did.
I just bought my normal shit.
Rare Waves had really good deals on their
I was
vinyl
tempted for
records.
some Eagle Moss Dalek stuff, but it was all gone pretty quickly.
I was tempted. I didn't get it. I was tempted to get Shakedown Return of the Song Tongues from Neil Cole. Okay, you
And
had
why
that
that
there.
story?
Why was he selling it?
Yeah,
No, I mean why that story in particular?
because it's the only one that hasn't had a release outside of VHS.
Oh, is he selling his tape?
Yeah. he says he has a
I
DVD
might,
copy,
I
but
could get it.
he
I might
said
get it. I
he
could
says he
message
has a
him if it
DVD
was on
copy,
it.
but the thing is, he said he shows it, and I said that's just a bootleg that someone's
Yeah,
recorded off the VHS.
because I could digitize it.
No, that I have digitized versions. There's
Alright.
countless digitized versions of it.
Yeah,
I
but
just want,
some of them are a bit shit.
yeah. Well, I've got a decent one.
I'd do
I
it
do,
properly.
but like I mainly just want it just to have as a physical thing. You know, was just for that
Yeah.
really. Yeah. Because his wife wanted him to clear some space. He was taking up too much room in the house, and that's why. Because basically the rule is that basically since he has essentially the basement for the museum and also stuff upstairs for the workshop,
Yeah.
then he's basically not allowed, to
And then
carry
his
on.
house.
Yeah, that's why he's not allowed like to get, even though he'd want to. That's why he doesn't buy the figures anymore, even though he does like, Doctor Who figures
Yeah.
and that.
I'm not really bothered about figures, and I don't really bother with the Daleks, the 5-inch Daleks at all anymore.
Yes, you fucking
No,
do.
totally don't.
Yes, you do.
No.
Stop lying.
Ladies and gentlemen, who am I kidding? Next this gentleman here. Who am I kidding?
Oh, Ryan, sorry, you can't assume your gender.
I know your
Okay,
gender.
You don't want to
ladies.
get cancelled.
Okay,
I have
few
been
ladies and other
cancelled.
gentlemen.
I'd have to be worth cancelling first. There's nothing to cancel.
Okay. Let's settle this. Everybody that is watching, no matter what gender you are, Ryan, take over from me.
As long as you have a cock.
Shut up.
Sorry.
I don't give a shit.
I totally don't go ape shit at the Daleks.
Ryan, did you just forget the thing you were literally about to say before we had that discussion?
Well, I
Of,
talked
uh,
about
No,
before
don't
how
bring it
this
back up.
how this man always gets. I'm not joking. He normally gets at least 12 of each Dalek set that comes out of
That's
B&M.
not true. That's
It's
not true.
true.
No,
That's
I said at
lies.
least 12. Normally you get more. The last
I have
one.
11.
Hey Ryan, do you think it would be best to show them a picture of all of the Dalek sets he has?
No,
I put
because it's
that.
updated since then.
I put that on my Twitter though. I put that picture. If you're wondering, a while back, I put a picture of his Dalek sets.
No, that's not mine. That's Liam Gallagher's.
Scottish Liam
So-
Gallagher.
So you say?
It's Liam Gallagher. It's Liam Gallagher's second regeneration.
It's Liam Gallagher, but he's related to Capaldi.
The thing is, though, people are just going to be fucking lost now and not know what the hell.
He's going to be thinking I'm related to Capaldi. I have met Capaldi.
He's more Scottish than you are.
I met Matt Smith as well last month.
I will say
We
though,
are
you're more Scottish than David Tennant is.
No.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of his Scottishness.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help the fact that he's married to his daughter.
And he lives in London.
He's married to the doctor's daughter, but is the doctor, and therefore she's played the doctor's daughter. It's confusing. It's timey-wimey.
And
She says,
And
"Oh,
he
daddy,
also
oh,
has
daddy," in the bedroom.
also he has a doctor that's his father-in-law.
Daddy, get your screwdriver out. It's Sonic. It's got 3 sets. No, she just get. Tennant gives up, so therefore she gets her Sonic screwdriver out to finish the job. This feels really weird talking about that.
Talking about this, what, live on YouTube?
Yeah, I just realised.
How long has this live stream been on for?
Fuck knows.
I think we're beyond giving a shit anymore, aren't we? Is there anyone still here?
Well, hang on, let me close it and open it up.
Is it,
Yes,
is there
6
just
people are still
tumbleweeds
watching. 6 people are
Is there
still
just
watching.
tumbleweeds in the chat?
Well, 6 people are still watching.
Have people been
A
commentating while we've
grand
been
total of
rambling?
6.
Still watching, yeah.
Wow, that's probably more people that. That's probably more people watching this than I did watch the fucking Chris Chibnall era.
Well, I think the stream, I think it peaked at 14, I think it did. I think it peaked. Normally
Now it's
most people
all
watch them afterwards.
13.
Normally most people watch it. It was 10 for quite a while, actually. It was 10 for quite
I'm
a while.
surprised for the when they put the 50, like they didn't re-edit the 50th anniversary to have all fucking 25 million doctors.
Yeah, thanks, Tribunal.
Or as Matt Smith said in the preview thing on the cinema, was all 57 doctors.
My back is really hurting. This chair is not good for my back.
So, did you watch Unleashed, Doctor Unleashed?
I did.
I
The
talked about
fact
it.
that
I
there's
talked about it in the
all right,
stream. You said you've been watching it, you liar.
yeah, but I ignored half of it.
Oh no, we've gone down to 5.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no,
well, who cares?
bye. Good fucking riddance. Sorry. These are Ryan's fans. He's only fans.
No, only shirt fans.
No, these are your only 5 fans. Oh no, better not mention that channel. 5 Who fans. Ooh.
Have I uploaded anything in a while?
Yeah, I know.
No, that basically non-existent. Also,
Oh,
I love how what totally Doctor Who came to iPlayer. I love how they still mention one of the um. Well, this word might get you cancelled on YouTube. I
Oh,
suppose.
oh.
Fuck it.
Should we talk about this? That bloody Doctor Who official podcast. What is the point of
Oh
that?
wait, Crystal D.
Yeah, what is the point of that?
Yeah,
What is the
it
point?
basically feels like it's replaced Doctor Who the fan show.
Yeah, except that they were interviewing, like they'd interview either a cast
Yeah,
member
it's
or
different if they like, for instance, Tennant's going to come on or
but no,
RTD's going to
it's
come on.
basically just going to be them talking about things. But also they said,
It's
"Oh, we're going to theorize." It's just like, why the
it's
fuck do you
literally
need to
just
theorize?
it's literally just what we are doing right now, effectively
It's
talking
like,
shit about Doctor Who.
why the fuck do you need to
literally,
be paid to theorize about things you could find out instantly anyway, like a week later?
literally, Five Who fans made a big deal about how they're coming back for 2023, and so far they have made
I just find Crystal. I just find that.
8 videos.
I just
I
find
don't
Crystal
mind her,
D.
and I really don't mind her at all. And like, she was good at presenting Doctor Who the fan show.
I think the problem with Crystal D is that when the when Crystal D tries to be funny, like
Yeah.
and just going, just
Also,
pretending to
she
be
met Aldoal.
like the thing is though when she tried to be far too like hyperactive, I just find like, I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, this is painful.
Also, in
Also,
the 60th,
You need to download Spy Kids 4D from me.
I know, I love how Tennant seems. He's a little concerned about his face, but then literally no concern about why his clothes changed. No concern that he's just got a different Sonic.
What?
No concerns that all of a sudden the TARDIS has just changed.
No, well, he does say something, but he's not really concerned about it.
No, but he doesn't mention anything about having a different screwdriver or anything. Like, there's no scene of him pulling it out and it being like, "That's not my screwdriver."
Um,
Because Russell T
read,
Davis said, "Oh, that's
read,
just how we do it now. It just changes because."
um,
So I'm assuming it's all going to
Also,
change
something he
again.
says in the Unleashed where he says, "Oh, if you know if fans get annoyed by it, it's something you should do." It's like, no. Did you learn nothing from the Chris Chibnall era? Pissing off your
um,
fans and
I
making the
mean,
fact that
that's what caused a lot of the decline of the Chibnallina.
I'll be
Any
interested.
form of decline that happened was because they pissed off the fans. The worst thing you could do is split your fandom.
I wonder what the viewership of this will be because for the last few Jodie Whittaker specials, they were abysmal. I imagine
It
this will
was
get more.
probably up
This will be more, but
because
I'll be
A, it's the
interested.
60th and B, there's been hype. But it's the
It
case
has
of
been. It's been
RTV has
advertised a lot.
overhyped
Like,
this.
well,
He has
also
overhyped this again.
I think also it'll be interesting whether they'll include. I don't know because it depends whether they include it as as just UK broadcast or whether they include like the Disney Plus ones.
Yeah. But as I say, like RTD
I
tends
wouldn't
to
buy Disney.
overhype things, and he's overhyped this to make it so he's made it out as if it's something bigger than it actually is.
Yeah. By the way, the people who paid for Disney, like you, just get the 1 month free trial or
Yeah,
pirate. Yar har
people are saying, "Oh, I
fiddly
can't
yar.
afford whatever price Disney is for a year." And I'm like, you do realize you can pay a month?
Or you can go yar har fiddly dee. Being a
Oh,
pirate
shut up!
is
I was
alright
singing.
with
I was
me.
just
Do what
singing
you
that.
want 'cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate.
Oh,
I mean,
shut
it
up! I
will
was
be
just
free
singing that.
if you pirate it.
Yes. I mean, you do risk viruses with that, I'll admit.
Yeah.
Just depends.
By the way, he's referring to pirate things. Don't die. Don't do a Robbie Rotten. Don't die.
Robbie Rotten never dies.
No,
In our hearts.
he's
And
just in another disguise.
like Professor Sprout
Who's Professor Sprout?
from Harry Potter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
He
meep.
voices Beep the Meep.
The meep. Beep beep.
Beep, beep.
I'm a meep. I say beep beep. I'm a meep.
Oh, what a big twist that Beep the Meep is evil. Never saw
It's
that
not.
coming.
I mean,
It's
it's
not
not
as if
like
it's
many.
in the comic.
I mean, it's not like many fans have actually read the comic or listened to the Big Finish audio adaptation.
Also, I still love how the sonic screwdriver can't do wood, but it can totally demolish concrete.
Resonate
I've
concrete.
talked about that twice
I
when I was
know,
talking about
I
it.
know. I still love it, but technically it's
We're down
mortar.
to
But
4 people now.
I don't know.
let's see if we can get it to zero.
No, because there'll be still that one person watching for God knows how long, and I want to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Because my back is hurting and I want to lie down.
Is it
But you're
strange?
sitting down. How is your back hurting?
Because this chair's broken, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? I find it quite weird
I can't sit
how
back
a
on this chair. I've got to be
single.
always leaning forward. Because the
Would you
back on this.
agree? Would you agree, Tom? Ryan started to sound like Toby Maguire.
If it starts going, my back,
My back. My back.
No, that sounds like he's extremely in pain.
Oh, my back.
Oh, speaking of Toby Maguire, do you remember when I spoiled Spider-Man No Way Home for you? Or fake
Remember when I
spoiled?
spoiled Puss in Boots: The Last Wish for you, which you still haven't seen to this day, despite you owning, you imported the US 4K Blu-ray, you still haven't fucking seen it. Bloody travesty.
You know, the one thing
you,
that
you leave Professor Travis out of this.
the one thing that I can't get out of my head for the life of me is how apparently a single coffee spill can cause the exact amount of damage to the TARDIS as a bloody regeneration can.
Also, I love
If
how
not even more.
Hey,
I do like
because
the fact
it
though
was
that as soon
coffee.
as we see the TARDIS, they blow it up.
It was
The new
do
TARDIS,
you
they
remember
blow
what
it up.
happened? Do you remember what happened with the cup of tea in the Christmas Invasion?
Oh yeah, it done fuck all.
It like made a fuse go and smoke. A little bit of
Yeah,
smoke came up.
the
Yeah,
it
but
literally it
now
turned the TARDIS into a sauna.
But now it's like, oh my god, I did it again! Kaboom!
Oops, I did it again.
Oh yeah, the Daleks were trying to kill it in Journey's End and all that, but yeah, that totally that cup
I
of
mean,
coffee
yeah,
done more damage.
that caused a bit of damage, but not to the extreme as a single
Still weird
coffee
how the
spill.
Meta Crisis Doctor literally just fixes the TARDIS by rubbing his jacket on the roundels.
Um, okay, this might be a bit of an out there theory, but but my theory goes is that the reason why it didn't react that violently to a little bit of tea spill is because the TARDIS prefers tea over coffee.
I'm just
I
thinking,
wa-
And the,
what if you become the Billy of this channel?
Who me?
Either of yous?
No, I will not. I will
that
not go down to that level.
that depends on which type of Billy you're talking about.
Also, I've not got a pink T-shirt on at the moment.
Will Reese be the Jonathan and Tom will be the Billy?
Yeah, plastic dollies. That's important.
Just like, oh, top 10
Ooh,
favorite Seventh
no,
Doctor's things in
plastic
his
dollies.
pockets.
That's important.
Top 10 favorite Seventh Doctor's things in his pockets.
The watch, the watch that he had in the Silver Nemesis, that's the best one.
I've got some fob watches here.
No, not that watch. I'm talking about that watch.
So who's going to recreate Batman Matters
I don't
trying to
know when.
snap the 13th Doctor screwdriver?
If
It
I
was
if
too
I
weak to do
bothered
it.
to buy that thing, I probably would have done it by now.
Thing is, though, I could do it. I nearly did it by bloody holding it in my hand. By pressing the button and holding it in my hand, it literally creaked so much. Literally, it actually nipped my skin actually because it like creaked open and actually nipped my skin when I actually pressed it to
No,
use it.
no, it bit you because Tim Shaw with all these teeth.
I noticed.
That's
His
something
space
Neil
code.
Cole wants. Neil Cole wants a Tim Shaw mask.
I also
Why?
noticed.
I have no idea.
I also noticed
Eat
the.
my salad, Halloween.
I also noticed how often Wilf got mentioned, and yet we didn't see him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
we
he
know
was
he's
in
in
the
it.
location.
That'll be in the giggle when they come back
Yeah,
Probably.
the TARDIS will land there again.
because we know the TARDIS line's there again and Wilf is there.
There's also scenes
Also,
on
what
the
the fuck
night
is
shoot they filmed that
thing is
weren't
so
included in the final edit.
actually speaking of Wilf, they act like he's dead, but they say, "Oh no, he's lost. He's at a, like
I think some
what?"
of those scenes feel as if they were filmed after he had passed away, like they
Well,
were
no,
pickup
because
shots
they
again.
then literally in the same scene they say, "Oh no, he's not dead. He's at this
I think it's to
shelter.
make the Doctor think he's dead.
He's at this." The thing is, though, what the fuck is up with Wilf then? It like they say, "Oh, we don't see him anymore." It's just like, so is he dead? Is he not? Like what? It's fucking
Well,
confusing because then they say
No,
apparently,
Kate Stewart's looking
apparently,
after him.
like they say because like they say like they act like he's dead. Then they say he's not dead, but then they say, "Oh, you know, we haven't seen him in so long."
Also, why doesn't like the Doctor met Kate Stewart literally effectively to the Doctor? It's about 60 minutes ago
Also, why
because they
isn't
said
Kate Stewart
60
in
minutes
this?
ago I was this brilliant woman.
Also, why isn't Kate Stewart in this?
She really
I
should
think
have
they're
been.
saving that for the giggle.
Yeah, but
Well, I know she's
she
in
could have been
that,
in all
but why
three.
wasn't she in this as well?
And maybe they just couldn't get her in time for the filming for this episode.
She's probably stuck in B&M.
Maybe she
No, there's
was
no
looking
B and
after
M's in.
Wilf.
There's barely any
No,
B and M's in the
she's
Central
trying to
London.
keep Bonnie Langford from appearing on camera too much.
Oh yeah, but I forgot about Bonnie Langford. I always forget. Oh yeah, Bonnie Langford's in it.
Yeah, we're going to have two gingers in the third one, and the Doctor's still not ginger. Although
Poor Doctor.
in some of the lighting, Tennant looks ginger in this.
Well, I mean, if you go by Good Omens, he's had a sort of gingery red type hair.
Better not, because Alduar doesn't understand how lighting works. He'll just think it's a variant. He can do a ginger
Where
tenant.
David Tennant met his true love, Michael Sheen.
Michael Sheen, Michael Sheen.
Yeah.
Wonder how many 10th Doctor action figures Michael Sheen has.
None.
What?
Pulled the heads all off them and put Christopher Eccleston
I
on
still
them.
don't know whether David Tennant was allowed to keep any of his costume or Sonic Screwdriver from the 60s.
Yeah, we don't know. He's certainly got his one from previous.
Well, I know that, but cause the thing is, he said he never takes anything. He's always like he makes sure like he's given them.
Matt Smith, on the other hand.
No,
No,
Karen Gillan on the other hand.
Jenna Coleman, fucking hell.
If Jenna Coleman could have, she'd have took the whole TARDIS set
Yeah,
home.
basically, Peter Capaldi said if it wasn't nailed down, she'd take it.
I still think they should have gave Capaldi a Dalek.
Maybe he was allowed to keep one of the character toy ones.
Or unless he got like imagine he got a Mondasian Cyberman costume.
I don't know. They
Take
might have
home.
gave him. They might have gave him the head.
Or the latex glove.
I actually watched the 10th Planet the other day.
Oh well, Matt Smith certainly took Cyberheads. I was going to say
Now
Gibbon, but then no, he took them.
Here's the thing about the 10th Planet, the Mondasian Cybermen. Now, basically, in the behind
Here
the
we
scenes, the
go.
makeup lady said that the costume designer said that she forgot to make the gloves in that film, which, yeah, if you look at her original designs, they were meant to have the 3-finger. Thing is, though, everyone, says that they're just, regular human hands. The thing is, though,
They're painted silver.
she said that the costume designer painted them silver, so it's just like, okay. Why aren't they silver then?
Oh well, if they ever colorise it, they'll probably still give them flesh-coloured hands. I do think they look better though with flesh-coloured hands.
Unfortunately, they are precious. The thing is, though, in the couple of colour bits of material we have, they do still look flesh-coloured. So I don't know if it was just for the one episode or one of the episodes, or whether
They do look better flesh-coloured anyway. I prefer the look in the Capaldi. I'm glad they stuck with that in the
or
Capaldi era.
did she only do it to the main one, or what? I don't know.
Did they do it and then just not do it for the rest of the weeks?
Yeah, did like they do it initially and decide that? The thing is,
I mean, even in Adventure in Space and Time, they're flesh.
well, the thing is though, even on the black and white, they don't register as silver. They look flesh tone. There's
But
nothing
then the
about
console doesn't register as green.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, they look the same flesh tone as all the other actors. They don't look any different. Like,
Yeah, because then it would just look blackface. Oh, can't mention that. Sorry.
Oh,
Oopsie.
whoopsie poopsie.
some people complain saying, "Oh, there's a CG out the eyes that you can see in some shots." I don't.
I like that.
I like that because then you
That
can
adds to the creepiness.
it adds to the creep. Like that is someone in there.
That's like saying, oh, we should edit out David Banks' chin.
No, he has a marvelous chin.
Respect the chin
Yeah.
of
It's a shame we don't see Michael Kilgariff's chin, or at least one of them.
You see the keg.
You see his beer belly.
I mean, I can't.
And his massive mushroom dick head. Dildo head.
He's talking about the helmet, just so you know, not the
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
second in command, Wobblehead Cyberman.
I think it would have been weird though to see David Banks play the cyber controller in Attack.
You know what? I really wish David Banks was on the weakest link because then they could turn to
Right.
David Banks.
Also, the viewership for the weakest link would have went up this week
Well, I
because
caught
it
the
was on right before Doctor Who.
very, very
So
end of
did
it.
I.
It actually
God.
started. The 60th it started 2 minutes late.
I know.
It would have been even more for you because were you watching live or on
Well,
iPlayer?
all right, player, but it was a minute behind, I think, or 58 seconds, I think someone said.
Well, I just watched it on the broadcast, so it would be perfectly live, and I wouldn't have that fucking BBC logo in the corner.
I started live, but then the channel started having faults, and so we had to watch it on iPlayer.
Well, mine was perfectly fine. Hooray for me!
Mm.
It still looked
Did
good on the
you
broadcast.
did you watch Doctor Who Unleashed on BBC Three, or did you watch it on iPlayer?
Well, I just switched over to BBC Three. It was easier.
By the way, have any of you seen that?
That's
Secrets and
why I delayed
Scandals?
the live stream. Initially, I was just going to do a quick thoughts on watching video, and then afterwards I thought, you know what, why don't I do a live stream and then I can
And
go
then
through it.
it turned into this shit.
Then it turned into this, yeah. Oh yeah, that's what this video was meant to be. That's what the live stream was meant to be, people.
You forgot.
Now
Yeah,
it's just going to turn into 3 weeks of fucking hell. No,
Live.
let's be honest. It's going to turn into 3 weeks of what the fuck was that, RTD?
We're down to 3 viewers. It's coming down.
Even if we don't kill it this week, I hope by week 3 everyone's just gone.
I wonder.
I mean, it doesn't help the fact you've been going for several levels.
Are there people that have actually seen that Secrets and Scandals?
I'm surprised they're not all coming from me. Like, I'm entertaining.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah, of course you are.
The thing is, though, as soon as you joined, I'm not joking, that's when they started dropping off.
Yeah.
I'm not joking. As soon as Tom joined and then you joined the bit after, that's when they started dropping off.
Yeah, but the thing is, they always blame how shit your warm-up act is.
It wasn't a warm up. I think because what the fuck was that?
Is that Bobby?
Yeah, because there was a massive bang outside. I don't know what the hell that was.
No idea.
That was Jodie Whittaker followed for the train.
I can't tell whether that someone just set off fireworks or whether something's been toppled up. It just came from outside.
That or it could be Chris Chibnall working in your bins.
Oh, we missed the Doctor Who thing.
The what thing?
Well, 3 is the one on Channel 5, Doctor Who 60 Years, Secrets and Scandals.
Go pirate it for us.
I don't have software for that.
Is everything alright?
Just pirate it.
Oh yeah, just pluck it out of thin air.
Alright. I heard a massive bang and then Bobby was barking.
Go on, you can do it. You can pirate it for us.
You can do it. Got this fucking head off. Sorry. Also, I love how we've just taken over. Nothing in the world can stop us now.
Oh, except when he comes back.
Yeah, true.
I can't imagine after this the viewing figures would drop again.
You can imagine this, his channel's gone.
Also, I swear to God, if Mr. Trilby TARDIS makes another bloody video about the bloody viewing figures,
What,
I
is this
swear to
that?
God.
Oh, we just mentioned TARDIS Archives.
Oh, fucky ducky.
Sorry, Ryan, we were just listing all the Jimmy Saviles of the Doctor Who fandom.
No, we won't.
Comments, you need to sort your audio, mate. Can't hear 6 sec at the moment.
That's because he's fucking gone.
Yeah, he
Hang on.
left. And he's
He
back.
left us to
Yeah,
our own
let me just
demise.
see. Am I talking? Am I
That's
talking?
because he's fucking gone.
Am I talking? Am I talking? Am I talking?
And he's
He left
back.
us to our own demise.
Yeah, I am talking. Okay. Yeah, I left for a bit. I left for a bit. That's why. I left for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm also getting a warning saying the scream. The scream is lower than recommended. It's probably because the internet's. They're probably using the internet downset. I've got. It should be 1080p. This. I've set it 1080p. Yeah, maybe it can't handle it. Oh, look what I'm downloading. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty.
Hail to the meat.
Seriously, I swear to God, if Mr. Trophy TARDIS makes another bloody video about the bloody viewing figures, I swear to God.
Well, don't watch it. Viewing figures have got nothing to do with quality.
Not to
Literally, the
him,
only thing the
apparently.
viewing figures can tell us for definite is they tell you how many people were watching. That's it.
Yeah, but
Doesn't tell you if it was good or not. Viewing fingers can still be
Because I
high,
think
but yeah.
he's made the argument saying, oh, the viewer figures don't matter when it comes to quality when the viewing figures are low, but then if they're high, he then says, oh, that means it's good, people watch it. It's just like double standard.
I quite like it. He kept on boasting about how good the viewing figures for Jodie's were.
They weren't.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, Ian Levine was on that Secrets and Scandals.
Actually, is it repeated? Because if it's repeated, when
It'll
was
be
it?
on their catch up
Yeah, I know.
service, but
If
I
it's on their
can't
catch
pirate
up, I
it.
might
I mean,
record it.
I mean, I can't totally not illegally pirate it. I mean,
But
no,
if
we
you
would
pack,
never condone piracy. Never condone it.
I do.
Unless you're the professionals.
Yeah, yeah. Don't make our mistakes, kids.
Channel 5.
Someone's probably already put it on Saucy.
Soul Seek's fucking weird. What is the program called? I'm going to see if it's repeated.
Uh,
The Secrets of Doctor Who, is it?
is it 60 years Secrets and Scandals?
Ooh, can't type. That's it. Doctor Who, 60 Years and Scandals, that's what it's called. Right, let's... that's clips.
Oh yes, it's already. Don't worry, I'm downloading it.
Is that on Soulseek?
Yeah, it's on as an MKV.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's good quality.
Yeah, well, it
I
will be
wonder.
because it's.
I wonder if
I
it's.
can't find it. Can you send it to me afterwards, please?
Yeah.
Can you also send it to me because I've been thinking about watching
Because
it.
I
I
don't
will
want to watch.
upload it to OneDrive then.
Alright, because I don't want to watch adverts.
I've also got someone else that recorded it off the TV anyway.
Right.
So, do you think
It's
your mum will
Doctor
be
Who.
interested in that magazine?
I don't know. I didn't mention it, so.
I mean, all it is a magazine. Then plus, I'm assuming it's the standard. Well, it says includes the CD, and you could feel it's just a standard CD in there.
Let's see if I can find Doctor Who Unleashed.
Why don't you tell everyone what your mum has in her bedroom that you got
Something that has 3 seconds.
her? Does it? I thought it was just
No.
cardboard.
What? It's not. It's not. It's not. That's that's how much she made an impact. I can't even remember her fucking name. Uh,
What, your mother's name?
no. Um, 13th Doctor's companion. Yaz. It's not
Ah,
her.
cardboard.
Paper.
Sizzles beats Yaz. He's acting.
Okay. Okay. I'm thinking of three companions from Yuri's rant. I want you to try to guess the names of them. Very easy.
Does that Dalek in the background not have dome lights? Or is it just because it's fuzzy?
What Dalek? All
You know
right,
the
it's
thing.
just probably just because it's fuzzy.
Doesn't
Should
really
we?
look like it.
Bam.
Have you talked about the Daleks in colour on this live stream?
Well, I talked about that extensively in its own video.
And I
I talked
couldn't
about it
watch it.
briefly.
There was no audio on your video for me.
Well, there is because people watched it.
Poor people.
I'm actually tempted saying my quick opinions on it.
Tom, we all know yours don't matter.
Yeah, and mine's are just it was fucking awful. Also,
Bitch.
I was watching it on I put it on my laptop to see what it looked like in black and white. It looks so fucking weird because of obviously them using their own colours. It's changed the tones of everything when you put it back into black and white. It looks just so fucking. It looks hideous.
Bitch, my opinions on that is literally the
Which
same
just
as
shows
both of
how
you.
wrong they got the colours.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed some mistakes as well, where like because they've used like metal in the set construction for the city of Scarrow, the corridors and stuff, you see a Dalek going by and reflecting in the metal, but the hemispheres are grey in the metal reflection. But yet on the Dalek, they're colorized blue. The wrong blue, I must add.
They'll never get the shade of blue right.
Even character options fucked it several times, and they
Look,
had the perfect opportunity to correct it.
looking at you, oh wait, factory.
Oh yeah, sorry, Factory fucked it up.
Yeah.
Bloody 11 now. I'm gonna wrap things up.
You getting all your Christmas wrapping done?
No. No, my back hurts, and I've been talking for
Toby.
3.5 hours. Just about, yeah.
Oh, where's my violin?
Well, if I bloody shake my foot like that, bloody shakes the door. This video has gotten 8 likes.
Wow.
Out of 14 people we had.
I'm not going to sleep yet.
What was
Because
it? What was the last comment? Someone
just
left.
came through now. It says, "Go to sleep, my guy."
Hey,
Yeah, I'm not going to sleep. I guess my back
It's
fucking
not
hurts.
over until Tom sings.
Oh, by the way, I got a letter today. I've got to go in the hospital on the 6th. No, not the
Which
6th,
letter did
4th.
you get? Letter L.
What? No, it's
Did
about
you
my
get the
kidney.
letter L?
No, it's about my kidney stones.
All right.
Yeah, they said you
Bill,
can't eat
please.
anything. It's at 9:20 in the morning, and they said you can't eat anything 4 hours beforehand, which, it's fine because it's obviously the morning. But then they also said an hour before you go, an hour before the appointment, you have to drink at least 2 litres of water on top of what you normally have.
So that gives you a grand total of 2.
Well, no, it'll be more because normally I drink. The thing is, though, I've then got to hold that for at least an hour. Well, it'll be more. And that for them to do the scans and that, and I can't relieve myself. I have to have the water. It's just like, oh god, it's going to be horrible.
Too much information. You don't want to be talking about relieving yourself on here.
Why not?
Dirty boy.
TMI, dude. TMI. Now let's end the stream and go to bed.
Dirty bastard.
Well, you can go to bed. I'm going to lie down, watch the telly for a bit, and if Reese downloads it in time and sends it in time, I'll watch that Channel 5 thing.
Yeah, but we'll also see how long it takes SoulSeek.
Yeah, well, it depends.
It's not. It's only queued up. It's not even doing it now.
Okay. Well,
in fact, it's not even in my queue.
I'm not a fan of the spider Daleks, really. David.
Who are fans of spider Daleks?
I still don't get the whole thing. Daleks shouldn't have legs.
Anyway, thank you for watching this stream. If you've managed to watch the full thing, God,
shame on you.
Must be bloody exhausted.
God.
Oh, CyberFM says bedtime story from Daddy Sick Sick, please.
Once upon a time, there was a man that blamed the factory.
Once upon a time, there was a man who lived
Once
in a village.
Once upon a time, there was a magical place called B&M.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom, and I can't remember that entire speech that Paul McGann made in that Big Finish on the summer.
Once upon a time, the Daleks went up to Davros and went, "Who the fuck are you?"
Once upon a time, the doctor sang a song and the Daleks ran away.
Once upon a time, shit happened.
Once upon a time, Jimmy Savile worked at the BBC.
Oh god.
Hang on. He sounds like a Scotsman in Terror of the Zygons.
Who says I'm not a Zygon? You can't assume.
You're just assuming, alright.
You're assuming you're assuming I'm human. Venom taxing tongue.
What assuming is, because it makes an ass out of you and me.
No, that's a shaman.
No, assume. Assuming.
I don't sound like anyone in Terror of the Zygons. I'm too low down.
What does that mean?
No, I'm too low down the country. Nessie's out my back door.
Once upon a time, Basil Brush was a Yeti.
From the Web of Fear. Well, it would have been the one using the 5 Doctors.
That was rotting.
And it's still rotten to like 2017. And then it got restored by Mike Tucker and he put it in a T-pose.
That was a mistake.
I wonder how long the Beat the Meat costume will last.
Yeah,
well, it's not as if it's not as if
CGI that they put over it. Put that in the museum, eh?
No, see when it starts to deteriorate, they just CGI the deterioration over.
Belongs in a museum.
Once
There's
upon
no
a
exhibitions
time,
anyway.
Once upon a time, God gave me the sunshine to show me my lifeline. I was told it was all mine, but then I got laid on the lake line. What a day, what a day. But I know that Jesus really died for me. Yeah, I know,
Once,
Jesus really died for me. But there are
once
bodies
upon a
in the Bodhi tree. There are bodies making chemistry. There are
Oh
bodies
my
in my
God, Ryan's
family.
off on a
But there are
tangent.
bodies in the way of me. And that's the way it's gonna be. But all we ever wanted was to look good naked so that someone could take it.
And he can start on OnlyFans
I
and
want
make money.
rejection from my reflection. I want perfection.
just to be rudely interrupted by his
I just love
naked
the fact
grandma.
that a lot there's going to be people, particularly any non-UK viewers, particularly American viewers, have got no idea what the fuck I was just talking about.
Ryan, I think even UK viewers have no idea what you're fucking talking about
Well, I
half the
think.
time.
Once upon a time, in a land not too dissimilar to ours, there lived a king. He fucking died. The end. But his son became a dick.
Once upon a time, PB Props couldn't get any more shirts. The end.
Because Ryan has fought them all.
No.
No,
Are you joking?
Ryan.
We're not the same size.
Ryan couldn't just get 5XL, so he had to buy all the ones and sew them together.
No, I get 3XL. I think he gets
Oh, sorry,
small.
I was rounding up.
I think he gets small, extra small. If I remember rightly, I think he gets medium.
No, it's large, isn't it? Like,
I can't remember where it's larger than me. I don't know. It's smaller than me. I think I'm one of the only Doctor Who fans who just casually wears a Lavazi scarf around when I go out in the winter and that.
I
I
wore
think
the season 18 one on the 23rd.
I
Well,
recall seeing
I
somebody.
wore mine today when I went to Weatherspoons.
I recall seeing somebody the other day wearing a Lavazi scarf.
I wore mine when I went to my 26-foot one when I went
Wow,
to
Tom
Weatherspoons.
saw someone. What a revelation.
You see people all the time.
I
No,
really love
I
food.
can't see because my vision is terrible.
Oh, there's somebody
You should have
through
said
mud at
impaired.
it.
You should have said
I was
impaired.
going to, and I thought, is
Yeah,
that so
well,
fanboy?
yeah, well,
What was
your vision's good enough that you are able to accept a parcel and that had my Dalek in it.
I love how RTD's written and made a Dalek story before I even finished yours.
I
was
love how I was
was the
able to go
point?
to B&M. I love how I was able to go to B&M, get you several other Dalek sets. I love how I was able to do
Jesus Christ,
three
what have I
Renegade
done?
Daleks, three Renegade
Yeah,
Daleks.
but
Yeah,
then that's no competition.
I love how I actually went to B&M, bought the entirety of the Wave 1 sets for this year, and then bought one of the current wave of B&M sets before you could finish off that Dalek.
Now, I think the fact that basically the most amateurish amateur that ever amateured, was able to do four Renegades
Really?
and
Does
that,
it show?
and the Supreme Dalek's Eye, and also the touches up to the new series one. Yet you,
Yeah, even I did a little bit of touching up to my new series 1.
Tom, stop touching up your Daleks.
Cyber FM says he would shag Beep the Meep.
That's
Okay.
nice. That's good for you.
Okay.
I hope you get consent, and I hope
Why?
you check what age he is first.
Why?
Oh no, you can't say he or she. Remember,
Oh, sorry. It's it's a
The
being
meep.
with two hearts.
The
it's a
meep.
the. It's a
Oh,
the.
No,
it's a
it's the meep.
the meep.
The.
Why do you
Even
want
though it's
to
voiced by a woman.
why do you want to shag the meep?
No, Cyber FM wants to. to
No,
the
I'm
I'm
comments.
surprised.
asking.
I'm surprised
I'm
you two
asking
don't know that.
Cyber FM.
Nah, I
Uh,
don't.
Nah, no, I'm
I mean, it
asking
won't be. It won't.
Cyber
I
FM.
mean, it won't be on. If I had to, it won't be on the bottom of the list.
Also, I love how early in the stream someone was talking about their dead cat, and Ryan went, "If it was a dog, I'd care. I don't really have it. I don't really care about
No,
cats."
I
And I'm
said I
just sitting
care
there
more.
thinking, "Yeah, but and I'm thinking, really? Are you sure about that with cats, Ryan? Are you sure about that?"
Cyber FM says, "I don't know what's down there, but it's getting shagged."
Now, what type of Shaggy we're talking about? We're talking about Shaggy.
Tom, this is how innocent Tom's mind is.
Nah,
Tom
nah,
doesn't know.
no. That's the thing. I'm playing the innocent act at the moment.
No, sometimes you legitimately don't know.
No, I
I
do know
remember the
what
time I
Shaggy
had to
was.
explain to you what a bloody dildo was.
I did know what a dildo
No, you
was.
didn't. I had to bloody explain it. I had to explain it. And oh god, it was the bloody funniest thing ever.
What's the guy's name that wants to beat the meat?
Cyber FM.
Oh well, he should come up to Aberdeen. He'd love the sheep there.
Oh yeah, he must be Welsh.
Oh yeah, he could be Welsh as well.
Shiny Wedge. Sorry, says, do you reckon we might start? You might start doing custom figures now that you're cool with repainting them. No,
Yes.
no.
And he certainly won't be asking me to do them.
Fuck it.
I mean, I could give a shot. I've been practicing.
He said 6 sec. You're not 6 sec.
All right. Saying that,
So,
even if you were to apply the paint through a water pistol, it'd still look better than Captain Jimmy Pie's.
You said the name. Oh no.
Oh
oh
no,
no,
sorry,
please.
Captain. Sorry, I retract that, Captain Japsang.
The thing is though, don't you remember Scooby Doo and the Red Devil Demon?
Oh yeah, he's in that. Spoilers.
He's in that. Yeah.
Wait, who does he play it?
He plays himself.
The murderer.
Did he actually agree to do it?
I love
Oh,
Tom doesn't get
no.
it. I love Tom doesn't get it.
See now, looking
No,
back
I
on it, you should have
do
made it
get
vote
it.
section or
No, you
seven.
don't. No, you don't. It's an
Can I
Oh,
mention
audiobook.
his name?
It's an audiobook I wrote and then
Looking
read.
back on it, Ryan, you should have made it vote Saxon.
Oh no, no, no,
no,
no.
no.
The thing is, though, do you know Alduar's in that as well?
What?
Alduar gets killed in it in Scooby Doo and the Red Devil Demon.
Aldebar probably blames himself getting killed on the factory.
Yeah, but in it, Captain Jimmy Pie kills him in it. I'm not joking.
So he can make the
Cap-
figures now.
Captain Jimmy
And
Pie
there will be
kills him because he only sends him one Dalek set.
that was. I honestly thought that was a bit weird. How above name that shall not be named and
So
Batman
FM says he's
March.
gonna twist. He's gonna twist it, slap it, and bop it. And oh yeah, use a belt. And he is Welsh. Cyber FM is Welsh.
That explains a lot.
Pull it, twist it, bop it.
Fuck it.
He will probably be.
Tom, what would you
He will
fuck?
be.
What Dot 2 monks?
Hold on.
Tom, fuck.
Hold on. He'll have beat the meat there. He'll thumb a softie into the meat while he's watching Gavin and Stacey repeats.
Tom. What monster would you fuck, Tom?
We know what one Tom would do.
What one would
It's
Tom?
clearly the absorber off.
No. No, he doesn't interest me.
What one would I do?
Not the
I think
same.
I think one. I think now
I
to
was
be
going to say
fair,
cheetah person, but I'll take that.
I would probably shag Nova Sane.
We all know what the no. We all know
Oh, that's
realistically
just
what
so
villain
you know,
Tom
just so
would
you know,
Tom
people.
would.
Myself and Tom are both furries.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you
We
are.
would all, we know fine well what villain Tom would do, and that's called
Right,
Melanie Bush.
Ryan. Right, I'm just saying this right now. The reason why I'm saying I'm not is because I have a running gag on my channel,
Yeah, I
and I
know
want to
that,
keep
but
it
you
running.
actually are though.
Shut up! Don't ruin the running gag.
No one from your channel's gonna fucking see this.
Yeah, Tom wants to keep gagging, Ryan.
You haven't uploaded a video on donkeys.
Why? I will be.
Oi, he likes
What?
donkeys.
What? When I get my Dalek from Reese?
I'm pretty sure I would have a video out before Reese
You're
would
more
finish
likely
up your
to get your
Dalek.
Dalek back than Tom uploading another video.
I appeared in one of his videos.
Yeah, because I asked a favor.
Do me a favor and break your.
So anyway, what monster would Reese shag?
Let's
Probably
not
be a
go
Slovene.
here.
It'll probably be a Slovene.
Well, let's just say when you ask Reese,
No,
when you
no,
ask Reese
no,
what
don't
porn
be
do you watch,
silly. Don't be
he says
silly. I know
normal
exactly
porn.
which one it would be.
He says
He
normal
just
porn.
realised
Anyone
what
who
I
says
said.
normal porn is into kinky shit.
No,
No
we all
underscore.
know that it would be the Gang of 11th Doctor.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, because of your deep love with
Oh,
Matt
no,
Smith.
Reese. It's not the Gang 11th Doctor. He's just covered in something else white and translucent. You covered him in something else.
Oh, so it's gonna be hard to determine which one's which because they swap shoes. So I just need to go for both.
My job, I would actually shag one of his companions.
Oh,
Featherfett says, and then it will make me a bacon bap when I'm done.
Two.
I mean, that'd be a bit difficult. 'Cause I don't think Beat the Meat could reach.
Nah.
yeah, and you get a step ladder.
You need to get one of them
Gund.
IKEA steps that I've got. Do you like your bacon do you like your bacon crispy or not? Because I know Americans, they always have their bacon crispy. Me, I don't like if I'm having a bacon bab, I don't want the bacon crispy. I like my bacon actually
Well,
quite
we
yummy.
know
Oh, I
that
love crispy
We
bacon.
know that David Cameron likes his bacon raw.
Oh yeah, just like your ribs, it's fucking raw.
I like my bacon crispy, but
Oh,
not too crispy.
oh,
And I just don't like bacon.
right, we
Get
can't be
out.
friends anymore.
Get out.
Yay!
Get out.
Oh, I've just
You're
gained
not
another Dalek
you're not-
then.
No. I'll come get it. I'll knock the shite out of you.
You would
Right.
come and get it.
I know I
Ryan,
would.
Ryan, at this rate, Ryan, you should just do Dalek yourself.
I can't. He's got it. I keep saying to him, if you're not going to finish it, send us it back and I'll do it. And he keeps saying, oh no, I'll keep it. I'll finish it. I'll do it.
Then just get a new one.
No, because then I've lost out on a Dalek. If I'm getting a new one, he's fucking paying for it. You don't seem to understand this very well. He is literally stolen a Dalek
fine
off
enough.
me.
Alright, fine.
I'm not. I don't want it.
Reese
send it
finished
back.
off his Dalek.
When are you going to fucking finish it? You promised to
Well,
finish.
Don't make a lazy promise that you can't keep.
why are you all ganging up on me?
Because you haven't finished off his Dalek, and we wouldn't be having this conversation if you
Because
had
Tom is too
finished it
weak
already.
to stand up on his own, so he always gets behind whoever is taking the punctures. So
Yeah.
whoever's taking, so that's why. He gets behind
Can we
whoever
go
he
back?
thinks is
Can
winning.
we go back to this guy talking about molest and beat the meat?
Well, he now says, Sam FM says, he likes bacon related to him. I'm assuming he's talking about David Cameron there.
Could be possible.
It's now just reminding me of the scene in the In Between Us In Between Us where Jay's got the snorkel and ham.
Pardon me.
Also, it's been so long since we saw David Tennant lick something.
No,
We got to
not if
see
you
it.
watch Good Omens, it isn't.
Oh yeah, fair point actually. Forgot about that.
Because he puts his tongue down something in that.
Yeah, the Doctor should lick more things. Like even Richard D.
Is
Grant's
that just
Doctor
because
licked the
is that
mirror.
just because you want Max Smith to lick you?
No,
Most likely the case.
shut up.
Never.
If he did, you'd say, "Oh, I'm never washing this face again," and I'd turn round to you and go, "You weren't anyway."
Now I've just got the vision of Richard E. Grant licking the mirror in Curse of Fatal Death. Why is there a mirror on the Dalek spaceship? We'll explain later.
We will explain later.
Bugger sugar. I'm gonna put some water in the fridge.
So when are you going to finish off that live
We've been augmented with superior Dalek technology. Nice tits.
And I've noticed breasts.
For the first time, Tom? You've seen breasts for the first time.
Nah, not the first.
No, he's seen other breasts, but they're chicken breasts.
No, he's seen other breasts, but those were just fat guys.
They're just Peter Griffin. No, they're just Michael Kilgariff without the costume.
No, they were just as Oni was looking at in the mirror.
Oh.
Nah, I've actually seen breasts.
Tom, I've told you a million times you need to stop looking in people's windows.
Nah. Nah, I have seen breasts. Although the person I was with kept on referring to them as beam locators.
Oh, the Joanna Lumleys.
What are you getting us for Christmas, Reese? Are you going to try and get us that, by the way? You going to get us that?
But I keep trying to, and he keeps frigging cancelling it.
Yeah, but you got to make sure you know. Because I spent.
You
what
totally don't hold a grudge, do you?
Well, when it's being fulfilled, when you've fulfilled your purpose,
Destiny.
your debt, shall we say, then it's fine.
So has the stream ended or not?
No, it's still going.
My god, it's nearly midnight.
Yeah, and with that said, at nearly 3 hours and 53 minutes, we will call it a day.
Will we not get it to go 4?
No.
Oh, God. Cyber FM says, I rolled a cigarette on Ian Levine's breast once, and it was an eye-opening. Yeah, we'll do this next. I see. We might do this next week. Probably not for as long, like. Probably not for as long.
I've just thought of something. I probably better not say that on stream. That's quite funny. I'll say it.
No, say it on stream.
No, because it'll annoy Ian Levine.
Say it on stream.
No, I can't.
I mean, it's not like Ian Levine isn't watching.
I'll text you Ryan, right?
Text us it then, go on. Like, as in now?
It's about his comment he's just left.
Well, text us now, and I'll read it out. Oh dear. The numbers are bumping on that.
Oh dear.
You text us? Oh, good.
Yeah.
He's rolled a fag on a fag. Okay. That's what we said, just so you know, I've just read his text. And with that, I'm actually going to turn my phone off.
Because we all know that Ian Levine is, well,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
We
that's
know.
American, though. That's the
yeah, no,
American
but it's
thing.
funny.
It's like scrumping. Just ending up with a load of fucking apples.
Yep.
You don't know what we're talking about here, Tom. You don't know it.
Can we just end this already? I'm pretty sure a lot
Can
of
we
people
can
are
we
getting
just
sick
end
of
this
it.
on the vision of David Tennant pulling out a judge's wig randomly?
Oh, fucking hell. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, hang on, I'll mute that. There it is.
We all sincerely apologise for having you to watch this entire bloody long live stream.
No, we don't. It was their choice that.
Yeah, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, they chose to. It's their decision. So yeah, hopefully we'll all be back next week, and I'll do a thoughts on watching on Wild Blue Yonder. So yeah,
Oh, fuck all about.
there we go. Ending now.
David Tennant chokes at one point.
Ending it now, and